Hello? Hello, hello? Y'all know what time it is. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Hello, hello. Oh, I forgot to. Okay, there we go. There we go. How are we all doing? I hope everybody is doing well. How is y'all's Monday? How was y'all's weekend? Wait, it's not roll call time yet. Wait, stop, stop. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. But I hope everybody's doing well. Desmay, thank you for the 15 streak. Oh my goodness gracious. Not y'all. See, I feel like, okay, now I'm starting to regret telling y'all about Oshis and Kami-Oshis because I feel like y'all overuse it. I still do appreciate it. But y'all gotta pull that shit out at like opportune times, you know. You can't just always be saying it. It loses its effect then, right? You'll see what I mean? Also, Dishmate, thank you so much for the prime. Oh my goodness. Thank you. But y'all still make me smile. But how is everybody doing? I hope today is Monday. Yeah, today is Monday. Today is Monday. Today is Monday. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I got on VR chat over the weekend. I got my 19 out of 25. Oh my goodness. Luckily, you didn't see what I commented on Twitter. Wait, what did you comment on Twitter? Hold on, I'm opening Twitter right now. Did you comment? Never says anything nice to you again, affectionately. Thank you, Dougie. Thank you. You said it affectionately, so it made me smile. Wait. Where the fuck? Oh, I just now saw it. I'm not gonna lie. I have a really bad habit of anytime I post something, I immediately mute it because I don't want to get the notifications for it. So I posted that and I muted it and then I never looked back at it. Supreme Overlord God Teacher will never Y'all are being ridiculous. Y'all are being ridiculous. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all though, holy fuck. Did so much shit go down over the weekend? Like, I so much happened over the weekend. Not to me. All I did over the weekend was I got on VR chat and I was high as hell on VR chat. And that was like the highlight of my weekend. But like drama wise, god damn. So much has happened. I didn't like announce that I was getting on VR chat or anything. I was just like I was getting the VR chat itch, and I did that. Simply put, Wani, they're happy to see you because you're a part of the Fang gang. People are happy to see you because we love you. um. Are we getting a Google Docky? Are we getting a Google Docky? We had so many Google Dockies, we lost one. I battle tea time, tea time. Yeah, we had so many of them that we actually lost one because the person, which yes, I know, I do this every time, but they privated the account and they privated the document and I didn't download it, so I can't access it anymore. I can give a synopsis of what was in that document because, to be honest, that document actually didn't matter, but we did lose a doc. I can say that. I can say that. That is my fault. I should know better. For a doc we need to spread. No, I would never combine the glory of fucking spreadsheets with the atrocity that is Google Documents. Absolutely not. Those two should never mix. Uh, Short the chat of Cat screaming lungs out. Okay, hell yeah. But we have drama to talk. I also, because before we get into the drama, I do want to say that I got my little Witchspire PR package. It's super cute. They gave me a plushie. Can I show y'all the plushie? Hold on. Let me clear off my desk. Let me clear off my desk. So I can show y'all this plushie that they gave me. Ooh. Hold on. Sorry. It's a little rough. It's a little rough. Desk camera. Desk camera. Yeah. Look. Wait. The plushie. The plushie. It's so cute. It's so cute. I think it's one of the like starter like little guys, but it's just a loaf. It's just a loaf. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. So yes, play Witchspire because they gave me this really cute plushie, and also it's a good game, and I plan to play it more. It's just, I started playing right before debut, when the debut happened and a bunch of stuff happened and yada yada yada. I can make up a myriad of excuses, but I plan on playing more Witchspire. No, it is not free. It's like 24. I want to say it's like $25. It's also still in early access, but there is so much content for it being in early access. I also had so much fun with it. But yes, the guy, he stares at you. Okay, enough of desk cam. That is ooh, it's what I had to show off. What was I going with? Oh, yes, we do have, today is probably, I'm saying, oh, Tex, thank you for the 10 stream streak. Between people who are being nice and people who are kind. Yeah, sorry, my brain completely just stopped right after I read that. I don't know what happened. Artistic, thank you for the 5 stream streak, OG. But yes, hi, Bia, hi, how are you? You know what? I'm already going through and saying hi to people. Are y'all ready? Trickster sound off. Cinder. I'm calling. I've dubbed it from roll call to trickster sound off. So send your highs. Send your highs with the 3 eyes. Everybody wave. So I can say hi to everybody. Hi Vex. Hi Johnny. Hi Velox. Hi Bia. Hi KBX. Hi Cartoon. Hi Jima. Hi Tier. Hi Pigeon. Hi Tex. Hi Honored. Hi Sailor. Hi Ghost. Hi Edemus. Hi Harpies. Hi Alex. Oh, did I get over there? Oh, hi Pluto. Hi Dragon. Hi Doge. Hi Dougie. Hi Bohemian. Hi Battle. Hi Demo. Did I get everybody? Are we good? Hi Philo. Welcome in. How's it going? I think we got everyone. Sick. I did it a little earlier than usual, but I realized I already started saying hi to people, so we might as well do our little trickster sound off. Oh, Gamba time. Bet those channel points. I'll go through in 7TV. I'll go through in 7TV and change it so it could also be like hi with like the uppercase H and like hi with all caps. So I think those are like the 2 most common ways to mess it up. If you mess it up outside of that, then it just won't be the little wave thing. But just to give y'all the options. You ever gambled with your life on that? Oh my goodness. Vex getting targeted to a plushie? Oh my god. Why is my cheer lowercase? Oh, Matoma! Hi, Matoma! Oh, hi, Calculus. Your cheers in lowercase? What do you mean by that? Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How are those bets looking? Okay, nothing crazy. A little 14K to like 9K, I think that's what I saw. But yeah, hi Nick. But yeah, we've got hella drama to cover. I'm going to see if I can get through all of the drama that I have, because we have 3 things to discuss. There's the cheater, there's the one that the title is about, and then there's the Marvel Rivals tournament. Now, I will say, I high-key don't give a damn about the Marvel Rivals tournament, but I will still, like, talk about it specifically because Tiggy sent me, like, some song that was made from it, and so I want to listen to that. She told me to listen to it on stream, so I'm just gonna listen to react to that on stream, and then yap about whatever I do know about it. Yes, another Rivals tournament, because holy fucking shit, we just cannot have a Rivals tournament. Like, honestly, I think we should just stop all Rivals tournaments. They are such a headache. I'm so tired of it. Simply put. If the song isn't by Rihanna, I don't want... You didn't want the last song by Rihanna that I gave you. What do you mean? So yeah, there's the Rivals one. We're probably going to go pretty in depth on the one that the title is about, because that's the one that, like, I feel like there's the most to yap about. He's all right. The way I can hear you saying that. And then last, the other one, the cheater, that one, there isn't like too much about it, but like, we'll still talk about it. Yeah, no, that's the other thing is the Marvel Rivals one is it's already happened before. It's not even a new script. We're reusing content at this point. Can you start selling the circus snacks before the docky, bro? No, I can't. I don't have the license to sell snacks, unfortunately. I need like a food license, if you will, to be able to do that. But maybe I get that and I start selling snacks. Also, let me coin flip. Well, what did y'all bet? What were the bets? Where there we go. 28K to 63K? Ooh, okay. The 15 stream streak. Thank you, Tier. Thank you. It is so hot today. Oh my gosh. I went, we can't do shit in this fucking circus, bro. I'm sorry. Fuck, what was I about to say? Oh, it is so hot today. Alex with the 15 stream streak too. Oh my god, streakers. I went, I was exercising today. I went outside and I biked for 5 miles. It's so fucking hot outside. I thought I was gonna die, simply put. But the actual digital circus, yeah, I think it was like, I don't know how hot it was whenever I was biking, but goddamn. Let's see, it's 90 degrees right now. It was probably like the 100 something, and I biked 5 miles in that. I regretted it instantly, but man, hi Risky. Let me coin flip. I got distracted. Coin flip. It's heads! It's heads! The underdog gets the major come up. Oh my goodness. 91K split to those who bet heads. Holy. Oh no, Wadi. Damn it, my parlay! I need that soundboard. I have to write that down. I have that one. Wait, where's... Write that down. Okay. Damn it. My parlay. I will get that. Oh man. Oh, I don't think I ever adjusted these again after I... Hold on, I need to play something. I need to play another sound.
I got this.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to adjust these again. You did send it to me. Hold on. How's the audio for this one? Wait, where is it? How's the audio for this?
Mark, this is good news.
Is that fine audio? I forgot to save it the last time that I had like adjusted it. Good audio, sick. Okay, let me save that. Awesome. Oh, I have that one.
We can be bees.
I hate that so much, but I heard it so many times. I had to like put it on the soundboard. It's so good. And statistically more favored the win the tails. Yeah, there should be a redeem. So whenever it comes to redeems, because I have a different philosophy for redeems. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I'm so sorry. I heard that and then I forgot to say thank you. Thank you so much. I have a different philosophy for redeems than I feel like most other people do and most other streamers do. And I'm probably wrong, and that's okay. But for my stream specifically, I don't like redeems that I feel are disruptive to whatever I have going on. And if they are disruptive, they're way more expensive. Especially because I am like a primarily chatting streamer, even though that wasn't the plan. I was supposed to be a gaming streamer, but I just can't shut the fuck up sometimes. But because I talk so much and I'm talking about a variety of things, and a lot of times I take my clips from my streams, I don't want something to interrupt whatever like thought process or line of like whatever I am going down while I'm talking, and I feel like sound redeems do that a lot, which is why I see just like that. I try to either have them have long cooldowns or I have them be expensive so they don't happen as often, so I'm not interrupted as often. So yeah, I don't have many sound based redeems for that reason. And I don't think I'll change it because I really like where my redeems are right now. I really like the amount that I have. It's not too much. It's not crazy on my computer. And I have some like expensive ones in there too. So like people can like save up, like have a goal to save up for. And yeah. Thanks, is good news.
Mark, this is good news. We can be bees.
I hate it. What is it? Kill? That just happened. I just got killed. It killed me. That's what the kill jester does. I'm the jester. I die. But what I'm saying, rip the curse. Oh, I forgot to turn that back on. Y'all should have the curse redeem, and it's Montoma. It's Montoma doing the cursing of me. If he shows up, I have to go into hiding. Where is your rewards? Power-ups and channel points. Wait, no, it is there. What the? Yeah, no, the curse is there. I thought it wasn't there. I did turn that back on. It's just more expensive now. It's 25K instead of 10K. Because like I was saying, it's a very, like, that one especially is like a big interruption. I have to stop whatever I'm doing for the entire, like, minute or however long that is. Thank you for the water. That's going on. I was about to buy it, but that 25K got me fucked up. Yeah, I know. It's way more expensive now. Maybe, well, hold on. Maybe I drop it back down, because it does have a 30-minute. What if I put it on an hour cooldown, but I drop it down to the, like, I'll drop it down to 15K. There we go. Oh, thank you for the lurk. Thank you. Thank y'all so much for lurking. Jester Tamagotchi. Oh my god, that would be so cute though. I remember there was somebody that I saw specifically that, whatchamacallit, market manipulation. There was somebody who, like, made Tamagotchis. Like, they made custom Tamagotchis. Whoa, Pigeon, thank you for the 3 stream streak. They made custom Tamagotchis. And so you could, like, put, like, your persona on there. I think it was primarily for personas. But, like, you could put, like, a custom one to have. And I thought that was so cool. I wanted to get one so bad. Oh, my gosh. I think that would be awesome. If I had little custom Tamagotchis, goddamn, I forgot the word that fast. Yeah, custom Tamagotchi. Mr. Rogue. Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh, that's one of the homies right there, dog. That's one of the homies. I guess. Yeah, no, it was a custom Tamagotchi. I wonder, do they still do them? I genuinely have no idea who the fucking account was, so I can't look that up. Ms. Rogue is awesome. You are correct, and everybody should be following that queen right there. That's the homie. That's the homie. I swear, we're gonna hang out in VR chat again one day. Whenever I'm not, whenever I get on VR chat more than once a fucking month. Oh my gosh. Not the Trickster Bell stock market crash and or inflation. Oh, Puggo, thank you for the 3 stream streak. Thank you. Yeah, Betty is correct. What are we yapping? I'm just yapping, Scribbled. I'm just yapping. But we do have shit to yap about later. We got some shit to yap about. Still being adopted into Cameo on my FNAF, or did I say FNAF? FNF mod? Yes. Which that is coming along so cool. The people don't even know how cool that like is and is going to be. They don't know the shit you putting on there. Whoa, Scribble, 5 stream streak. Thank you. Oh my goodness. But yes, we have, so like I said earlier, we have multiple Google Docs to cover today. I want to try to get through it. And like, I want to try to get through the docs faster because I want to be gaming more on my streams. I want to be gaming so badly. Don't get me wrong. I love yapping. I love yapping with y'all, but I also have a fucking gigantic game backlog and want to be playing more games on my streams because I like gaming and I like talking to y'all while I'm gaming stuff. And so I'm going to try to get through all of the drama a little bit faster so that we can. Now, I say that, and then we're going to get into it and spend like fucking 4 hours on stream just talking about it. But that's the goal, alright? I get a J Tamagotchi just to make it starve like Jay made me starve at DreamCon. Now that's a damn lie. And we both know that because we offered you so much fucking food. And you just, I'm not hungry. No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will eat anything. I think I'll just starve here. But you were given food. You were given food. So don't piss me off, Montoma. Anyways, give me an update on my commission. Look at the it said, look at this piece. Oh shit, he looks so cool. No, I saw Smalls working on it. We were like co-working earlier, and she was working on the piece, and it looks so good. It looks so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for the command there. Sorry guys, I have lightning figure. No, you can't. If Vex is a round 2 type of command, you're not beating him to it. Genuinely. Oh my gosh, but. Let me get through. Let me go. What do I want to start with? I don't know. I don't know what I want to start with. I'm not late. I'm just getting the snacks ready. Hi, Luno. I'm a poll. We're gonna poll. Y'all get to choose the drama that we start with today. Which drama first? Marvel Rivals Tournament. Cheater, VTuber, or what was the third one? Or I'm calling that third one Crazy Lady, because that bitch is fucking insane. Content doesn't meet guidelines. Which one? I think it's Crazy Lady. Can I put Crazy? There we go. I can't. My poll cannot have Crazy Lady. That's against their content guidelines. But that that's y'all get to pick. Y'all pick which one we go over first. We have options. Oh no. Yes. Yeah, we have options. That's how much happened over the weekend. That there are fucking options for what we cover first. Oh my goodness. Was it the Crazy Lady? Yeah, it was the Crazy Lady. I will chokeslam her so genuinely. It's... Oh, it must... Oh, okay. Oh, everybody wants to know about the Crazy Lady. That's understandable. You know what? The Crazy Lady is the one that's probably going to take the longest too. So it kind of does make sense that we start with that one. Literally the Marvel Rivals one is just, this has already happened. It just happened a second time on like, in air quotes, bigger scale because the tournament pool was larger. But like, we've already had this drama happen in Marvel Rivals tournament scene before. It's like a copy paste. So that's why that one's probably not going to take too long to cover, because I don't feel like I have too much to cover on it. But yeah. Hi Bear. Hi Killer Queen. Welcome in. School of Clowns? Well, the School of Jesters, actually, because I'm a jester. I am now a lesbian? Oh, congratulations. Happy Pride. Yes, it is a copy-paste. When I tell y'all, it is the exact same shit that happened before. It's just happened again. The cheater one shouldn't have been... Yeah, to be honest, that one should not have been publicized. But also, if you put that shit on there and... You know, it's public information now. Like, y'all made it public, so it's public type shit. But it's okay, because we're gonna go over the Crazy Lady first. Oh my god, Montomo with a 30 stream streak, and you throwing a fucking brick at me, you bitch. Hi, Dreads. Welcome in. Okay, Crazy Lady first. I do understand why. Like this, when I tell y'all this bitch is fucking insane. Let me go to the post. Let me pull up the screenshots. I wonder, I doubt she hasn't privated her account yet. So I can just show y'all the things from like the tweets as well as the actual post. We're gonna switch scenes because I'm now covering docs on the gaming scene because I can give y'all the full whatchamacallit screen for them. Twitter. All right. So, what we have here, I'm just going to zoom in on this so it fits. What we have here is we can only see. Also, I will say the only trigger warnings for this one is like it's primarily ableism and irresponsible behavior. They do say trigger warning for suicide, but there's no actual like kind of like there isn't really any much talk about that. I don't actually recall even seeing it in the document, but I do want to still give the like the warning of the trigger warnings involved. So while she got pre-cured for Twitter for her here fighting, oh my gosh. I listen, I don't know about the Twitter fights going on. All I can talk about with y'all is the actual document. And so what we have here is the person in question's response document, because they even put it here, or somebody else had put it here, the initial person who called out Blossom VT, who is spoiler alert, Blossom VT is the crazy lady that I'm referring to in this. So the original person who called them out had their account mass reported. And so I still have their document, but I can't go to their account and show you it from like the post that they made and replies to that post, because their account does not exist anymore. So if we click it, the account is suspended, just to like show y'all that we don't have access to this account anymore. But hold on, let me also covering Precure fan project drama. Oh, I spelled fan wrong. I'm making a pin post so people know, like, whenever they come in, what are we talking about? Precure, yes, Precure drama is what we're talking about. Hi, Bed Mouse, I'm doing good. How are you? Fan project, drama between Blossom VT and I'm just gonna say Darren, because that's like the name of the person. Whoa, Night with the 50 stream streak. Holy shit. There we go. And then I will manually unpin that whenever that is done. So I see we have Precure fans in the audience. Now I am vaguely aware of what Precure is, but I don't know anything about it. So if y'all have more insights on things that I might be missing out at the time whenever I'm covering this, I would love to hear what y'all say, because I don't really know anything about Precure. So, Precure is just Common Writer for women. Oh, okay. This is making sense now. So, this is the document. So what we're covering right now, because there's two documents, this is the primary document I'm going to be covering, because this is the initial doc that came out. This is Darren, who is, they say my name is Darren, and I think throughout the document they like their name on places are Darren, but in case you might see the other name, their before their account was suspended was Darmachi, but their name is Darren. So this is the document from Darren. You got your card? Oh my goodness! Hope you're having good. Mal! Hi Mal. I'm having a great day. How are you? Magical girls that throw mad hands. Oh, got it. Okay, I'm learning. This is the document from Darren, and this is what we will primarily be going over. So it does start out saying that, like, my name's Darren, I made this document to highlight and tell my awful experience with a VTuber known as Blossom, then the trigger warnings for ableism, suicide, and irresponsible behavior. I don't think this one is actually covered in the document, but just to be aware, it's primarily, if there's any type of, like, mention of this, it's alluded to in the sense of, like certain things happen to have driven this person to consider this option, if you will. But I don't think it's actually discussed in here. And so he says, Blossom has accused me of disrespectful behavior towards her, including insulting her, blaming her, expecting her to manage the project, and telling her mutuals about her. But this is the context of what happened. I'm going to explain. The sun is a deadly laser. I felt that. I felt that very much. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. The card comes with a little video. It does. Your special little QR code. And so they show their first communications with Blossom here. And like, because I actually went over this beforehand, I'm going to be giving y'all like synopsises. I'm not necessarily going to be reading exactly everything happening, but I covered this document earlier today with like some friends, because I thought I was we'll get to my thoughts on this. But I just won't read exactly everything going on here in here. Young, thank you for the follow. Also, I just remembered I have a vertical screen and I need to readjust this for the vertical screen. Hold on. Okay, this is readjusted for the vertical screen. There we go. I had to remember. I forget that I dual stream on Twitch now. I'm not even streaming on TikTok anymore. I forget, like, I think my fucking OBS key for it, like, might have expired. I don't know. Maybe this is the repercussions of me not being in the fucking, that little group that I was in before, but I think that's fine. Anyways, digressing from that. So, their first communications with Blossom was Darren was asking Blossom to promote this Precure fan project that he has. So he says, like, hi, I have a fan project I would love for you to promote on your stream. If you do it, I will give you $250 for it. If you're interested, then reply and I'll like tell you about the project. And so Blossom responds saying, you know, please spend over the specifics if you have, when like you have the time. I'd love to know more. And Darren responds, talking about the fan project. It's an unofficial continuation of Yes 5 Go Go. It started as a novel and now it's continuous manga, and manga dub is on the way, and an upcoming RPG game with a fan film in the talking stage. And so like links to it all. And then they say again, like, thank you so much for like reading this and I hope we can work together. And so Blossom replies and is like, saying like, thanks for the quick response. And she says that like, since it's an indie fan project and I love supporting passionate creators and wonderful artists, I'd actually prefer to lower the initial price. So Darren offered $250 from the start, and Blossom says, no, it's okay, you can actually pay me $100 and I will do a dedicated live read of chapter 1 on my streams, have a like channel command that redirects the viewers to the webtoon with automatic intervals for the command. I'll have a dedicated launch tweet on my Twitter page. Remember this 18.8k Twitter community, because that gets pulled up later. So a dedicated launch tweet to her 18.8k Twitter community, which pulls over 16 million impressions a year. And then other X Twitter posts / reposts, Twitch streams, and other social media promotions that can also be discussed. So she's giving a pretty like solid deal for it. I don't know if it's specifically his fan project. I believe it is, but it is a Precure fan project that she's offering a lower price for to give like promotion to. That's what's being discussed here. And then she even says like down the line, as the project hits like its milestones, we can look at adding more promotional pieces. So like doing like $30 per chapter read, like a live read plus review tweets, you know, art concept and showcase for on stream. And then the RPG game showcase, like $100 to showcase the entire game. Which, as a content creator myself, or like, while my community, like my Twitter following isn't that big, my like stream and all of my other followings are like big or bigger than this. And these are actually really good prices that she's giving. Like these are very low prices for this fan project. Like she's being very generous right now. Remember this, and remember my title. She's being generous to start. I'm back for watching the video. Yes. And then she says, I'm not sure if you know this, but I have a major magical girl VTuber model debut coming up this year, and it would be perfect to keep collaborating with you, and be on theme. And so like, this was actually going to even work out for her. I would not lower the price if someone was willing to help for cheaper. Oh, that's fair. I can understand that. So she even has something that's like going to be fitting the brand of this, and says, you know, ask if, you know, the starting $100 would work for you. We can lock down dates and like do stuff, like plan out things. And so Darren responds saying like, thank you so much. Like I'd be honored to collab. $100 is an amazing price. Like I accept the deal. And saying I didn't know you had a major, you know, magical girl VTuber model coming out, but I'd love to see it. And asked if she could follow the project account. And then he messages again, just saying like, oh, hi again, I joined the Discord server, this is my username, thank you so much. And also asks, like, this might be a silly reply, but are you going to debut, like, if you're going to debut as a magical girl, do you need a fairy? Is it possible that Fairy Darren can be your fairy? Like, asking if he could be involved. And she shows, like, the like, design for it. Says that, you know, unfortunately I'll be unable to like delve into proper details until Monday. I hope you don't need my stream promotion before that. Shows the model and is like, oh, I already have my fairy basically and stuff like that. So like this is their initial conversation. Everything is fine. She gives a really generous offer of like lowering the price for promoting the fan project. Like Darren's super excited for like her to be working with him and for, you know, the deal and her future Magical Girl debut. Everything sounds great. We're only going downhill from here. Let me tell you. This is the only good part of this. We're going down. And so from email, the conversations moved over to Discord. And it starts with Darren like sending confirmation that he did pay. And like he paid the $100. He's just very excited. And he says like the colored version of the manga has been released and like sent image or sent the link for the colored version of the manga. Now he adds here, I had essentially spam message on Discord, and sure, while it can be perceived as unprofessional to spam her, it wasn't for no reason. I sent them because I was excited for the opportunity and I wanted to tell her about the updates on the project. I have severe autism and I tend to get overly excited. I know it's not a justification to message her while she's away, just an explanation for what happened. Because like she said in the email, she wouldn't be back, like she wouldn't be available to talk until June 22nd, and he sent like 2 messages on the 19th and another one on the 21st. So that's the like little spam messaging that happened. And so we get into the management role, where Blossom had basically made a partner form for me for free, and I had asked her if my team and I could take over it and manage it, but Blossom didn't understand what I meant. To be fair, I didn't explain it properly, so it's my fault on that. What I didn't say to her was to filter through the 50 plus submissions on the form. I literally asked her to let me and my team take it over. So this is where the first kind of miscommunication happens. Also, yes, low-key, it's not spam. But this is where the first, like, beginnings of miscommunication happen. Also, Fluffy, thank you for the 25 stream streak. And he, like, so she sends a link, and he asks if you're wondering what these requests for to edit, they are just my own team to do background checks on the people who apply. They're not going to change anything or do anything malicious. They're simply asking to see the responses. And Blossom is like, what do you mean request for an edit? A bit unclear for me. The form is for you to do what you want. And you can replicate the form for your team, so you own it. I am not handling the applications at all because it's not part of my job. I was just providing a starting point for you to filter the applications because you haven't prepared one yet. And so I don't know why this like happens, like this little communication bout happens, but it only goes really downhill from this, like kind of rapidly too. And so he sends like back, he's like, oh, you're not handling the application. And she's like, for free, like XD, like she's laughing about it. And he's like, don't worry, it's okay. Also, the post is blowing up. Like, what time are you going to post the form? And she's like, yeah, I said I'm happy to give a little advice and set up this for you for free, but you just said you have a team and expecting me to filter through 50 plus submissions isn't inside of my scope right now. I think it's better if your official account posts it and I can repost it or retweet it. I haven't been paid nor have we met before this, so affiliating straight off the bat / tying my account to the application is a very risky move for my brand. I hope you understand. I believe you are genuine with a beautiful project to come out, so I have chosen to start promoting you early, but no, this isn't really normal for someone to do without a contract / payment or knows you beforehand. Like, it's like, this is where it already starts getting very rough and rocky. And I will be honest, I kept some information from y'all because there's going to be something I make and y'all are going to be like, oh, this is all going to make a lot of sense really fast. If you haven't been able to tell already, Darren is a minor. Darren is 16 years old, doing this fan project and working with Blossom, who is, I don't know the age of, I believe anywhere from 20 to 30 or like 25, like mid 20s to like mid 30s, I believe is the age range for Blossom. I do not know that for sure. But Yes, Darren is a child. You say, I see where this is going. And I also want it to be known, I believe at this point in time, Blossom is aware that Darren is a child, is 16. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. And so, keeping in mind kind of how the tones of people have gone, Darren just being overly excited, Blossom being very professional and treating this as any other professional business, if you will, is going to put things. Oh, Kuro, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Yeah, go on ahead, get your popcorn. Do I have my popcorn emote? Hold on. Yeah, I do. I have a popcorn emote. I don't know what tier this is associated to. So, thank you for the follow, by the way. I don't remember if this is a tier 1 or one of the higher tiers. But, just saying, this is where we're at. And so, thank you for the water. So, we get into... I can't use it on tier 1. Ah, fuck. It's probably a tier 2 emote. I'm so sorry. But we get into the next section, which is called blaming. And this is where I feel like it starts to really, one, get out of order because this document is not in order, and two, goes even more downhill because the start of the blaming section is that Blossom referred me to another VTuber named Suki. When I talked to them, they told me that their content is 18 plus and declined my collaboration opportunity. I didn't know they were an 18 plus content creator, so I told Blossom that I was saddened by them not telling me this. I was not blaming them, but Blossom once again twisted my words and made it seem like I was. Blossom stated they didn't know that Suki's content was 18 plus, which is odd because why would you refer someone to a fellow content creator without doing a background check? Which I do understand that. Oh, Dark Leo, thank you for the 5 stream streak. So I know Darren's doing really well for a young one on the professionalism. I don't agree with you, but it's because I know what else is in this document. And like, whenever it does come to professionalism, because even Blossom points this out later, like if you look at the initial discussions of like, sending like the emoticons and the like they are just typing as an overly excited kid, which is not professional, but like also they are an overly excited kid. It's the popcorn's tier. Oh, I'm so sorry. The popcorn's tier 3. I'm so sorry about that. Maybe I move some emotes around. Maybe this incentivizes people to get tier 3. I don't know. Who knows? I'll probably forget. So it's probably gonna stay at tier 3. I'm so sorry. Anyways, going back down, right? So Blossom sends a message, I believe, to Darren saying, I didn't know, saying I sat in you while blaming me is very unprofessional. Other people's boundaries are not my fault. And I think it's a conversation between Suki and Blossom. And this is Suki responding to Blossom saying, I will look into it, but the idea there a minor is off-putting. I do have NSFW stuff and I am not minor friendly. A lot of my content is leaned towards an adult audience. Not anything personal, just rather not cause any issues for either side. It wouldn't be responsible. I'd rather keep a minor safe regardless if they are able to promote us or not. Safety for a minor is far more important to me. And I don't know who this is Suki talking. I don't know who's on the other end of this like conversation. I believe it's Blossom. Because she says, I'm not gonna lie, you remind me of sunshine and rainbows that I forgot that you are not family friendly. And Suki responds, it's okay, haha. I appreciate you reaching out to me. It really means so much as I would as someone who loves children, who has everyone's safety in mind, especially children or minors, right? So that's that conversation there between the two of them. And Darren replies to that saying, oh, I apologize for my wording. Like, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, Blossom. I wasn't thinking when I was typing, but it's not an excuse. This is where they go out of order. I think it goes in technically, this is the first one, this is the second, and this is the third. So the first message that Darren sends is saying, hi, Blossom. I know you will probably see this message on Monday or Tuesday, but I talked to them and they said that their content is only for 18 plus audience, and I honestly feel a bit saddened that you didn't tell me this, considering that you know them already. Now, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming at all or anything. I really appreciate you for referring me to her. You showed this so much kindness to me to help my project succeed. I hope this doesn't affect our relationship and collaboration together, though, because it's been really fun collaborating and potentially becoming your friend. That's the like message that Darren sends to where she then like says, you know, I didn't know, saying that I sat in you while blaming me is very unprofessional. You said you aren't blaming me, but it is. And then he says, oh, I apologize for my wording. I wasn't thinking when I was typing, but it's not an excuse to say that to you. And then she goes here and she's like, you've also quintupled messaged me since I said I am away, which is okay, but a bit overbearing considering the nature of our relationship. I'm coming home today, but I'm honestly seeing a lot of red flags that are concerning me. Which he responds, I deeply apologize for that. Please, I do not wish to give out red flags to you, or so if I do anything wrong or worrying, then please let me know and I will fix it or stop. Yeah, also, it is so unprofessional for you to refer a minor to an adult content creator. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. And yeah, that's the other thing, is like, he specifically says, like, I'm not blaming you. Like, I'm sad that, like, this didn't work out, but I'm not blaming you. Like, he says, I appreciate you for referring me to her. But she's saying that there's already red flags because he quintuple messaged her, which I believe is, because in her document, she shows, because, like, Darren has screenshots and they're kind of out of order, so she shows the full conversation in order. And I'm trying to find the quintuple messaging. Maybe it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4. This is a quadruple message. There's 2 messages here. Yeah, I don't know, but there's apparently a quintuple message that she's so upset about that is causing the red flags already. Do they know that Blossom is aware that Darren is a minor? Blossom is aware of this. Yeah, Suki gets a dub for setting her own boundaries. Absolutely. But yes, Blossom is very well aware that Darren is underage. And so this is the first apology, if you will. Yeah, Blossom, like, lowered the price because he's a... Yeah, exactly. This is the first apology that Darren ends up writing. He says, Dear Blossom, I would like to formally apologize for how I've been acting and treating our relationship together. I have completely acted unprofessional, completely foolish in front of you. I should have waited for you until you have gotten back to your home to start sending you messages. And the reason I did that was because I was excited to work with you, but that's a completely unacceptable excuse for how I have spoken and treated you. In the future, I promise to take this experience as a learning lesson for myself and grow and change as a better human being. Please, if there's anything that makes me give off red flags, then let me know immediately and I will make sure that it will never happen again, so to not affect our relationship. I deeply am eternally grateful that I am working with you, and I do not wish to make you feel uncomfortable or unsafe around me. Sincerely, Darren. And to show my true gratitude, like, they have a gift. And so I don't know what the gift was necessarily here. Referring. Yeah. And, like, this is where, like, I feel like while Darren, yes, was unprofessional at the start, one, he is a minor. Yes, he's 16, and I do believe even at 16, you are responsible for, like, your behaviors and the things that you do. And, like, I know of people who, like, started, like, working professionally, like, younger than that, and they still acted professional in a professional setting. And, like, while yes, he was not professional, he was an overly excited kid, he apologized for it. And, you know, like, that, I feel like things should be fine now. Like, genuinely, I feel like things should be fine. And also, yes, that is the other thing. He is a kid. He is acting like a kid. He's acting like an overly excited 16-year-old. Like, the things that he has done should not be, like, that crazy shocking, if you will. Yes, he's acting exactly as you'd expect an emotionally immature teenager to act, being overly excited, sending multiple messages and things like that. Simply put. And so he sends this apology, and Blossom replies saying, "Hi Darren, thank you for your kind words and sincere apology. I accept your letter and can see you mean everything you said. Unfortunately, I will still be refunding your $100 payment and rescinding our partnership for the fan project. I wish you the best on your project. You girl, you are here just in time for the tea, because this is where we get to it." And now she says, "As you have said, you would love to know what went wrong. I believe this will give you time to reflect for your future endeavors." She says, she now gives a bulleted list, because he did say, "Let me know if there's anything that makes me give off red flags." She says, here is the list of things that you did that gave off red flags. Here is what you should like. I will give you time to reflect for your future endeavors. She says, "All your messages are completely unprofessional in an email, which is a formal setting. Examples, the smiles, he, misspelling, incorrect grammar. This will be very important for handling official emails. I entertained your email after looking you up and seeing you were just a kid with a big heart and big dreams. As I said, I love helping people and you looked so passionate." First one. Second one, too many messages at too many intervals. You do not give any space to breathe. You emailed me June 18th at 3:36 a.m., 5:50 a.m., and then, what is this, 2:12 p.m. on the same day. You already know that you sent me 5 messages in a row while I was away. Next point, you expected me to take a management role for your applications after making you a form for free. You already apologized, which is fine, but it shows me you have no sense of structure for this project, which would worry a client. Next point, you blamed me and said you weren't blaming me for a potential partnership failing because you are a minor. After that, I've been informed that you name dropped me in Suki's comment section. This is highly unprofessional and you should never do this without permission. Please do not mention me again for getting someone's attention. And finally, your website says things like "you got no bitches" and not to message you about old drama. This doesn't look good for me when I refer people to you. That is the bulleted list of red flags that Blossom gave. And now an ad break is about to start, so I'm going to pause going through this and put words on stream up. What the? Oh, that's the wrong scene. That's the wrong scene. It's not a name drop when he actively paid you for a project. We're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to it. It's just words time. It's just words time right now. Because the ad break is about to start. But hold your thoughts, hold your horses. We'll get back to it once we're done with ads. And I also need to get the fucking electric fly swatter. There's a mosquito. Ah, fuck. I lost it. Oh, it's right by me. God damn it. If y'all hear what sounds like a taser, it's me killing a bug. A mosquito, to be specific. Ooh. Oh, what weapon should I use against what monster in Wilds? Fight a Ray Dow with sword and shield. There you go. Also, I might have a little secret for one of my besties. Wait, what was... Oh, I see the conversation being had there. Interesting. Oh, I can't wait to continue discussion on this. Cause man, this bitch only gets crazier from here. So genuinely. Also, did I say thank you for the 5 stream streak to Dark Leo? Because thank you for the 5 stream streak. I think I did, but I don't remember. And I think we'll get one more level in. By Mosquito, Jay means she's tasing. What? No! No, not at What do you, why would you say that? Oh my god. I will not be tasing my husband. Holy. Oh, what the? Oh. There we go. There we go. What the? Why did I get? Oh, I got pinged. Oh, gee. Oh, cartoon with your card. I just saw that. I just saw that. Oh, that's Momo. That's Momo plush. Sorry, I'm checking the Discord right now. Oh, I'm so stupid. The thing ended. I was distracted because I was checking the Discord. Okay. My bad. My bad. I forgot that it was ending, and I was super duper distracted. So we get one more level. What? What's the big word here? Oh. Ah, Timo got it. Timo got it. I saw it. I couldn't type it fast enough. Welcome back from the ads. Welcome back. Welcome back. I got distracted. I forgot to start the second like round of words sooner. So we're just doing this one, and then we get back to the document. We get back to our docky coverage. I'm so glad everybody sees Segi as a Pine Martin. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I said that, and now everybody agrees with me. I clicked on the stream and your model's very cute and peak whimsy. Oh, thank you, thank you. What's the context here? So right now we're playing words because there's an ad break going on, and I put words up whenever the ads are going on. But right now we're covering a Google Docky, this like situation between a VTuber and a miner who was hosting a fan project for Precure, and so that's what's happening right now. But welcome in. I hope you have a good time here. I try to leave like kind of drama coverage to like my Mondays, like early in the day, or like early in the week, and then my Wednesday, Thursday, I want to like leave that till just like yapping gaming, then like drama coverage, unless something crazy happens. Then you know, I gotta, if something really nutso goes on. That's what happened that one stream when the Saikuno drama dropped. With online, I miss Twitlonger so bad. I miss Twitlonger every day. Instead of these damn 1,000-page Google Docs. I just jumped in an agitated moment. Oh, got you. I don't remember what was happening because I kind of never remember anything that I'm doing. I just exist for like 3 or 4 hours on stream, and then don't ask me any questions about what I covered or what I did on stream. I probably can't answer them. Schmalls! Hi, Smalls! Pi Martins and imagining Segi's voice coming out of that is really fun. It is! Also, thank you for the follow! Welcome in! I then just got power... Yeah, it just got power crept. Exactly. Because, like, what's the longest Google Doc you've ever... Oh, the 1,000-page one. The 1,000-page Cinder Doc. Oh, thank you for the follows! Welcome in! But yes, so we now go back. We return. Welcome back from the ads. Welcome in, Schmalls. We return to the Google Doc. So we've just gone over the, like, how many points was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've gone over the 6 points that Blossom has, like, laid out of them being red flags that have popped up for her working on this fan project with Darren. And that's... Yes, and, like, even going off of, like, you know, maybe she was harsh or anything like that, this should be where the conversation ended. To be completely honest, she gave him points of improvement, things that like don't read professional if you want to be treated professionally. Sid, hi Sharksided, hi Sid. I'm going to grab you, lovingly for a collab. I just haven't gotten to it yet because I'm busy for like basically all of July. So I'm doing my collabing in like August and whatnot. So you're gonna get grabbed for that. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. But oh, thank you for the water, by the way. Thank you so much. Oh, somebody just asked me what the longest doc I had read was, and that was the mention of Cinder. Cinder with an S specifically. We love Cinder with a C, Cinder with an S. She had the 1,000-page doc, all of that. But that's not relevant right now. I was just answering a question. So we have the 6 points that Darren can now work on to improve. If you want to take it that way, of even if she's a little harsh with it, these are 6 points where he could do better in approaching other VTubers, being professional with them and whatnot, right? This is like the first true opportunity. I feel like the conversations should have ended. Hi Ziggy, welcome in. I feel like the conversations should have ended here. Point blank period. So this is the first opportunity for them to stop. And he mentions here, keep in mind, I did not know that I needed Blossom's permission to mention her name in Suki's comment section, and I don't know why she needed to mention my straw page, because the You Get No Bitches is part of a meme, and not to message me about old drama was just me setting my boundaries. Plus, my straw page is for personal reasons and not meant to be professional. After that, I told her I was sorry, and I felt really sad and sorry for what I'd done, but she would post something that would make me ask questions about this whole thing. So, she makes an anonymous post saying, I've rescinded my sponsorship. This is Blossom. I've rescinded my sponsorship for the Pretty Cure fan project after concerns for the project's direction, which no longer aligns with my values. I'm sorry to announce that I won't be able to promote the project further to help my fellow magical girlies out. I promise I'll keep my eye out for more opportunities for you. This is where Darren, I feel like, does, like, I'm going to say this now. Everything that happens in this, Blossom is fucking crazy, and I am cutting her absolutely no slack. I will say, in this scenario, Darren acts as an immature 16-year-old online. And I want to just say that, like, while I don't agree with his actions, her reaction to this is in-fucking-sane. But she does make this post, and Darren even says, I admit that I read things and interpreted words a little differently than others, and I read text emotionally as I have severe autism. I am trying to work on that. But this reads like the project has done something very wrong when all that happened was a miscommunication and a few mistakes that I made. So I asked Blossom to at least fix the wording on it because I didn't want people to get the wrong idea about it. And so he messages Blossom. He says, can I talk to you about something? I read your post without being emotional, and I want to know what do you mean by no longer aligns with my values? It makes it sound like the project is doing something horribly wrong. Also, I saw your reply on the Precure post. Was it really necessary to offer DMs? What are you even going to tell them? Because I assume that people are DMing her asking what happened. What's your VTuber backstory? Oh, exclamation point lore. There you go. There you go, my VTuber. I have 2 lore videos. To give you that information. I hope you have a good time here. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, mods, by the way, if people ask about my lore, I have an exclamation point lore you can do for them. And so Darren sends that, and then sends another message, I guess earlier, because again, this is where these things are kind of like out of order, if you will. Because he says, hey, Blossom, I saw your post. Can you also add that people make mistakes, and while you don't want to work with me anymore, I am still a kind human being who just made a mistake and will improve in the future. I don't want people to get the bad impression that I did something horrible to you when all I did was make a few unprofessional mistakes. It's okay if you don't want to. I'm not going to force you. That's what Darren, like, says to Blossom, right? She then replies, no, Darren. You read text too emotionally. My post is a perfect professional example of saying we have split ways without saying anything negative about how the business has been run. I've never mentioned the project by name, and explicitly mentioned you are, or explicitly mentioned you at all. You are anonymous. And then this is also where, like, things are kind of out of order, and, like, we are missing some context to screenshots, but I don't even think the context is, like, super duper important, if you will. But she then responds later saying, because she said to DM her about more info, which I was concerned about. Then she said this, and she, because this is where this happened first, and then he says, you know, I saw the reply to the precursor, is it really necessary to offer DMs? So this is another like situation where they're technically out of order. This one happened first, and then this one, and then she's responding, yes, it's necessary. You are contacting my followers for a partnership I am no longer interested in. This is my responsibility to tell anyone who wants to know why I left the project, because they came from me. I could have publicly told everyone what you did to me, but I have kept it private because you are a kid whose feelings get hurt easily even when professional wording is used. No longer aligns with my values is a professional and polite way in the industry to say there were things we didn't agree on. Yes, this whole like what you did to me. Yeah. No, what do you mean? What? I'm so glad we're all picking up on this. I'm so glad we're all noticing this what you did to me, which what he did to you was, yeah, exist as a kid, have a little unprofessional communication with you because he's a kid online, and you are trying to Oh, I'm telling y'all, we only go down. We only go down. There's no going back up. We are on a downhill plunge right now. A plunge. And so, we do decide, yes, besides act like an excited 16. Exactly, young. Exactly. I'm getting irritated. So, that is, you know, the little discussion there, and he responds to this saying, Blossom, I'm going to tell you this right now. Please delete it. I made a mistake and I apologize for it, but this is absolutely disgusting behavior from you to say this to me. You are basically insulting me for a mistake that I did, and part where I get hurt by professional... Oh, and the part where I get hurt by professional words is simply not true and pretty cruel from you. Listen, I am not a perfect human being, and of course I'm going to make mistakes, but to say those words to me is despicable. So this is where Darren kind of claps back. He for the most part, kind of sat there and like took it for the most part, started asking questions. But this is where he starts to clap back at her, which, you know, I'll be honest, kind of professionalism, if you will, thrown out the window. We're not, things have not been professional since you decided to go into business with a minor. I'll be so honest. Like, that's really it. Professional now is saying, they hit me, so I'm gonna hit them 10 times. Yes. Yeah, also, it does imply something deeper. Like, if you are, because, like, for example, take me, for example. If I were to post that I was not involved with something because it no longer aligns with my values, and y'all know how important I am about, like, my morals and my values, y'all would think, oh, either whatever it is has AI, it is, like, racist, sexist, homophobic, like, because those are my values, and like y'all know my values as those things, and I have like my strong stance on them. So for me to say like something no longer aligns with my values, I do understand how like that seems like something really bad. But yes, again, her first mistake was hiring a minor. So much so, she brought a minor on board, gaslit them to think they are the bad guy, and decides to like, oh, when I tell y'all. We're not even at the worst part. We're not even at the worst part. And you might be wondering, Jay, what do you mean we're not at the worst part? We're not there yet. We're not. Yes, this is tame compared to what happens. Curious of what values Darren said. Yes, because besides that was it. He was just unprofessional. She literally says the only like his red flags by what she said to him on things that she gave him to improve. His red flags were being unprofessional, and like that's really it. It just holds up to being unprofessional. The name dropping, even though you paid to be in like discussions, like he paid for the sponsorship. I honestly, he probably should be able to name. You know what? whenever I talked about this earlier with like Vex and Smalls, whenever I was talking about, now that I'm like really going into this on stream, I like, because earlier I felt as though like everybody really treats this as, which like I understand why this is the case. And we haven't gotten to the worst part of it, but I'll tell y'all now, everybody treats this as a Darren did nothing wrong whenever I was first looking at this, I was like, I mean, technically, yes, he did do some things wrong, but like even the things that he did wrong did not even come close to warranting the reaction that was given. But like, yeah, exactly. Like the worst he did wrong was he was just a little annoying. Like that was the sin that he committed for this bitch to fucking crucify. Like, okay. Let me get back into it. Let me listen. Y'all think this is a disproportionate response? Let me continue going through it. All right. He said not at the worst part. Oh boy, Jammy. Ooh. Yes, like that's the thing. Is the worst he was a little unprofessional. That's it. And again, he's a 16-year-old kid. Now, I will say, I don't want to give, because this also comes up later. You know what? I'll address it when it comes up later. Let me continue going through. So, he tells her, you know, just please delete it. You're acting atrocious right now, right? And he says, I said, to her, that the words she was saying to me are disgusting, cruel, and despicable, because it was. I wouldn't say these words for no other reason, but then Blossom said this in return. And she says, you're joking, right? And he said, excuse me? She goes, Darren, rethink this through and talk with your friends. Come back in 24 hours. And if this is still your thoughts, we are done and I am going public with my response. He says, Blossom, please, I don't want to start any drama before this. She goes, last chance, you have no idea what you are saying or how this will affect your project. I have given you benefit of the doubt because you don't know what you are saying. Do you agree or not to calm down and collect your thoughts and come back in 24 hours? And he just says, all right, fine, I'll back down and stop. And she says, don't send me a single message until Tuesday, June 23rd at 10 p.m. And he asks, then can we talk after? She says, yes. And he responds, okay. Ooh, we're starting to scratch the surface. For those who missed out, the beginning of this is Darren approached Blossom with a fan project he wanted her to promote. And she looked at his account, saw that he was a minor, but saw that he was passionate about it, and said, yes, I will promote your project. That's how this started. That's the genesis of this. And we are going through the books real fast right now. Ooh. Me when I'm grounded and can't use my iPad. This is, and again, we only get worse from here. And so he says, he waited the message, right? He waited the message, and then the next section is called giving in, because he says, after 24 hours, I messaged her saying that she was right, and I'm sorry for what I said to her. I thought she was just going to say okay and block me or leave me alone, but that wasn't the case. And so remember whenever I said this part right here was the first opportunity that I feel like was given for her to like remove herself from this? We've gotten to the second opportunity. I feel like after this, there's, like he said, this was the second opportunity, because he thought that she was just going to say, okay, block and leave. That's not what she does. That's not what she does here. Because he I guess messaged her something. He messaged her saying that he was sorry. Thank you for the follow. He messaged her saying that she was sorry. Hi, Gray, welcome in. And she goes, I have nothing to say, and you haven't said anything since the time has elapsed. If there's nothing to say, I will be going. It should have ended right here. Darren said, oh, sorry, I was nervous to talk to you after that, but anyways. He responds to the like last chance message that she sent and says, fine, Blossom, I was wrong for what I said. I am oh, okay, because this is after the time period had passed. And so There wasn't anything before, so it goes straight from the like him saying okay to her saying you haven't said anything since the time has elapsed. So if there's nothing to say, I will be going. She should honestly blocked and moved on. This was the second opportunity she had to get herself out of this. But Darren says, fine, Blossom. I was wrong for what I said. I am an unprofessional kid, and you are right about everything. I admit it. I don't want to start any drama with you. I had to deal with the loss of a family member who died, so yeah, and I don't need more stress in my life. I'm sorry for everything, Blossom. Our second opportunity to leave, right? Why does this bitch respond? Why did you call me cruel, disgusting, and despicable? Still think that's true. Power trip is the that is the lightest term I could give this, because she asked that. He says, no, it's not. I was being ignorant and foolish. I don't mean those things to you, and I'm sorry for even saying that. She responds again. She responds, I don't know you. I don't owe you anything, and I went out of my way to do nice things for you, and you questioned everything and insulted me after I patiently explained how adults see things. We had opportunity to stop this. We had opportunity to stop this. Don't email me. Don't come back. We had opportunity to stop this. Your ops are 15. Your ops are 16. Your ops are 16. You are beefing with a 16-year-old. You're in your 20s, maybe 30s. She had so many chances to stop. And again, we're not done, gamers. Sit tight, my little tricksters, because this only gets worse. He says here that I was mourning the loss of a family member who had passed away a few days ago, so I was dealing with a lot of stress recently. She sent me a Google screenshot on how to apologize, which insulted me a bit, but I didn't tell her that because I know how to apologize. Sure, I'm not the best at making the apology, but in a world, apology in the world, but an apology is still apology. So, this is... Okay, this one's out of order because it's this one first. It's this one first and then this one. So, yes. Because after she says, like, after I patiently explain how adults see things, he says, I know, Blossom, I don't know what you want me to say other than I'm sorry for hurting you and breaking your trust. If I was able to go back in time, then I would change my behavior and tone towards you and not take advantage of your kindness. To which she responds, here's my last tip for free that even adults don't understand. I literally have a post on it on Twitter, so I am not joking. Whenever you are issuing an apology to anyone, follow these steps on Google Images. I don't want you to go through it now, just for the future. And it sends a screen, how to apologize, images, and sends a screenshot of the Google Images on how to apologize. Then, oh my God. And he responds to that. Because again, I feel like, what is this? The fourth opportunity that things could have ended right here? Because he says, okay, Blossom, thank you for letting me know about that. It's much appreciated. We could have stopped right there. But this bitch cannot. She has full-blown, unadulterated beef with a 16-year-old. Because she then responds again, saying, you have really hurt my feelings and ruined what little faith and trust I had in you to stay mutuals and give you access to talking to me. This is irreparable, and even after your apology, I am still considering publicizing what happened because you have contacted heaps of my mutuals. We've had time and time again. We've had time and time again to get the fuck out of this. I can't stress it enough. I cannot stress this enough. You should not have even started going into business with a 16-year-old. You should not have agreed to this to start. But we have to continue on because it continues on. He He says, Blossom, if I wrote a good apology, you promise not to share this with the public, please. She says, no? Are you saying your apology was not the best of your ability? Dog. Dog, what is this bitch on? What is this bitch on? This is extra. Hold on to that word right there, Bad Mouse. Hold on to that word right there. Hold on to that. Because after she questions, your apology was not the best of your ability because you're offering me, a good apology. So you didn't try the first time. He says, no, I'm not saying that. She says, your words don't really mean anything to me right now. All I care about are my followers that you poached from my post that since you insulted me. And now we get into the air quotes heaps of mutuals that were contacted, right? We're going to get into the heaps of mutuals because Darren says she told me that even after my first apology, she still wants to make this public. I was confused because she had accepted my apology when I first told her, and now she's saying this. I asked her if I wrote a good apology. She wouldn't share it. I'd also like to mention I only told 2 of her mutuals about this because one of them asked me about it, and I wanted to be honest with another one, so I told them the partnership won't work as seen here. And so the 2 mutuals that were discussed, the heaps of mutuals, she says, it was 2 people. And it was Darren had sent them an email, like talking about the project or whatever. And the person responded, like basically needing to know, I think it's need to know more information on like why mayhaps that like, or what had happened with the project. And Darren says, if you're still on the fence about it, then I feel like we shouldn't work together. I don't want to make a mistake in front of you and then you get upset and threaten to release the info in public because that's what's currently happening to me with another VTuber, with me and another VTuber right now. And while it's not the worst thing, I still feel scared and hurt by it. I am a kid with autism and I have difficulty being a bit professional sometimes. So I think this might be a bit hard for us to work together after that happened with that VTuber. Thank you for responding. And so that is like him basically alluding to what happens. But he gets to talk to a dog. This is him alluding to what happens. And the person does ask, like, would you be able to say why the collaboration ended between the 2 of you? I saw the recent social media post and I am curious as to why it fell through. They asked if we could talk over Discord. The person says like email communication, and Darren tells this person, so one of the mutuals, that basically what happened was I kind of acted a bit unprofessional with Blossom and she didn't really like it. Now I didn't say anything seriously wrong or did anything bad. I just said something stupid that I shouldn't have said, and yeah, I'm actually crying right now because I am so ashamed and upset with myself for being unprofessional and foolish around her. So yeah, I'm looking for another VTuber to promote my project if you're up to it. She did say it's not my fault though. And so like, again, Darren is acting as a 16, like an emotionally immature 16-year-old. Should he have like said these things? No. But he is a kid and it's not like, this isn't that bad. Like, it's really just not that bad, the things that he's done, being completely honest. It's because the way that she's treated this is like Darren went to her house, stole all of her things, shot her dog, and left. When like, it's really not like that. Yeah, the poor kid's in overdrive at this point. Because you have, let me go ahead and get to that. So, this is, Darren going back to Blossom and saying, oh, hold on, let me, counter person, think everything is fine, but you don't realize the person's doing it. Yeah, this is insane. And we're getting to the worst of it. We're getting to the worst of it because this is where it starts really going like it's been going downhill. This is where we start to hit the bottom because Darren messages, because she was talking about earlier, your words don't mean anything to me because like you've poached my followers and whatnot. You've told heaps of mutuals or whatever. He says, if I told your followers what I did and it's all my fault and they should block me for what I did, will you forgive me? So this kid is just desperate. He does not want the smoke anymore. He's not trying to beef with her. He is apologetic. Yeah, we are going into hell. We are literally going into hell. And she said, I was happy for you to contact them before you started slinging names at me. So this part up here, where is it at? She takes this being called cruel, disgusting, and despicable personally. Those are the names that she's talking about when you started slinging names at me. She is taking this to heart. Like, so genuinely, especially because, to give a little bit of background from what I've deduced, because I did not know who this person was before. Blossom has 17.9k now. She had 18 point whatever. What did she have? 18.8. Oh, so she's lost over 1,000, almost 1,000 followers. Side note here. Well, yes, that too, Lunal. But another thing is that she has built her platform, and you'll even see it here. She kind of built her platform on being a very kind, generous person. This person says that, like, it's really weird that you pivoted from being this benevolent savant to blackmailing. This is, so I think that because she built her brand on being this very kind, generous, giving, super nice person, this being called cruel, disgusting, and despicable, that he ate her up with that. Just so genuinely, he ate her the fuck up with it, and she is not letting that shit slide. So now, going back to where we were at, because she says, I was happy for you to contact them before you started slinging names at me. He says, I'm trying my best to not upset you right now. And she says, I don't trust you to tell the truth properly or professionally. To which he responds, that's completely understandable, Blossom, and I don't blame you. I've seriously broken your trust, and I completely deserve your anger at me, right? So, to him saying, if I told your followers what I did, and it's all my fault, and they should block me, would you forgive me? She replies, she goes, that could work, though. But I can't really trust that you'd actually do message every single person you've already messaged. To which he says, Blossom, I literally will record myself telling your followers the truth to them if it makes you have some sense of trust in me. I don't wish to cause your reputation or dignity any harm. And she responds, my reputation and dignity is fine. Yours is the one on the line. I'm just let y'all sit with that one for a second. Okay, woo. We're just gonna I'm gonna just let y'all sit with that one. I'm gonna just let y'all sit with that one for a second. Because when we get to this next part, are y'all ready to plunge into hell? Are y'all ready to fully plunge into hell? Because we're starting to feel the heat. We're not in hell yet. Oh. He says, I know. To which she responds, if you write a standardized letter that I approve, post it as a status to Darmachi, your account, so his account, and send the link to everyone, I'll probably believe you and ask for nothing more. To which he responds, what's a standardized letter? She says, just an apology statement saying what you did. He responds, okay. She says, it's you to your 1.4k followers, or me to my 18.8k followers, and I've never mentioned your name before, so it's up to you. And he says, okay, Blossom, I will. Remember what Badmouth said something about extortion earlier? Whenever that was mentioned, we get into the blackmailing part. When I tell you we are it, he doesn't even know what a standardized letter is. Yeah, what is this mob style shakedown? And he even includes here, she basically boasts that she has like a big platform against my 1.4K, even though it was 4.4K. I didn't correct her because I didn't want to anger her more, and I didn't really want to write the letter because I wanted a more peaceful resolution, but she's basically telling me to publicly shame myself for the mistakes that I made. This is ooh, this is what it is. And again, we're in hell. We're in hell. We're in hell. There's a deeper we're getting to a deeper level of hell because she then says, "Cool. You don't have to include my name. Just call me client A and please include the following." She says, to include client A tried to help you out as the project lacked structure and even organized an application form for free. You expected them to manage it for free, which was wrong. Your client brought you opportunities for specialized groups and agencies, but when turned down for your age, you blamed client A for not knowing. And when client A parted ways because of this and made a statement about it anonymously, you insulted them and called them names. She structured it. She structured it. Is he in here? No, he's not in here. Oh my god. He said this is the hottest summer industry. We don't need all this. She structured the apology, told him things that he had to include in the apology. She's trying to back herself up legally because she knows she could get her sued for yes. Go. How old is he? Darren is 16. Blossom is anywhere from 20 to 30. That's where we're at. That's where, yes. The insane power trip, egotistical, like, I don't even know what to call this. But she's laid out this, and he says, okay, I will do that. And she says, please send me a draft before uploading. And he asks again, and if I do all of this perfectly, will you not post anything about this and we just go our separate ways and never to see each other again? He just wants to get out of this. He is so scared and just is trying to appease to whatever demand she has so he can get out of this. So, oh, and that's the other thing. We can't go follow his Twitter because it got mass reported and suspended. Just putting that out there too. And so he says that, like, she gave me the guidelines on how to write a second apology to her, which I thought was unnecessary because writing a second apology to her when I already apologized so many times. She says, so he asks, like, will we just, go our separate ways, never to see each other again? She goes, yep, unless you hurt one of my mutuals or followers, of course. And he says, I won't do that, I promise. And she then continues, or, of course, if any of your friends try to harass me. And there's like a screenshot here of I don't know what, but she says, not saying this is harassment, but I'm seeing the sarcasm. So, telling this kid to publicly humiliate himself by posting up this apology, and then also threatening the fact that, oh, if you do any of these things that I feel out of line, I'm going to put my call out for my 18.8K followers on you. So that is, yes, and expects him to control other people. Because he even says, he responds to this that I did not talk to her about this, I swear. You do know that you and me used to be mutuals and I'm mutuals with that person and they get your post too. So he's just explaining that, like, that didn't come from me. Like, obviously I can't control people. And because he even says, I was also uncomfortable with the use of words she chose to use in this image. Before even confirming it was me, she had tried to put the blame on me. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's in this one. Cause I can't fucking read this. Hold on. It's some art of her that somebody quote tweets and says insane build. And it's just like her with like giant titties. Hold on, my shit, I'm in the way, but like, I don't even know why, like, I don't even know how she took this as harassment. Yeah, like, I don't even know what the What is the word I'm looking for? I don't know where the correlation is. I don't know where the correlation here at all of somebody saying insane build to you with your fucking the context. Yeah. I don't know what it is. This person just says insane build to your VTuber like having gigantic tits. I don't know, but that was apparently the friend trying to harass her? Question mark? Connection. Yeah, connection. That was what I was looking for. I don't know, but she says, you know, I'm seeing the sarcasm. Don't know where that even came from. Ison's actually intelligent. And so then she says, she said, it's okay for now. I'm letting you know if any of your friends harass me, it breaks our condition too. This person clearly dug through my post. Oh, because it was back from May to comment this. I'm saying it's fishy to do that. So giving you a heads up. And then Darren like responds later saying, okay, I wrote up a draft. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. But Jay, what's a 1.4K Andy to 18K God? I don't know where the correlation was. I don't know where the correlation was for that at all. The conditions of if he puts out this apology, she will just completely drop it. So she's threatening like, oh, if you put out this apology, but you know, any one of your friends decides to harass me, I'm going to go public with my side. I'm going public to my 18.8K followers compared to your 1.4K followers. Like that's what the conditions part is about. And man, so we get to Darren's draft. Darren wrote up his draft saying, my name is Darren, and this is my apology to client A. I've been thinking about this whole situation. I realized that I made a big mistake in doing the things that I did. Client A tried to help me with the project, but it lacked structure, and they even organized an application form for free, and I expected them to manage it for free, which was wrong from my side. I acknowledge that I was acting unprofessionally, and I know what I did was bad, but at the moment I was nervous and anxious, and while it's not a justification for what happened, it's just an explanation for what happened. Client A brought me opportunities, but when they turned me down for my age, I blamed the client A for it. I deeply apologize for the initial problem. I didn't understand how important it was, and I will make sure to use this as a learning experience. It's been really hard for me to understand this, but now that I do, I want to make sure it doesn't happen again. When client A parted ways because of this and made a statement about it anonymously, I insulted them and called them names. I deeply regret ever doing that, and I will never do that again. I would also like to apologize for the incident with client A's mutuals. There's no excuse for what I did, and it was out of a place. It might have been anger, and I completely understand why client A is angry at me. While I am young with a disability and I may not understand some things, I know it's not an excuse, and that's why going forward, I will do my best to change my behavior and think before acting. I will understand if client A doesn't accept my apology, and I won't blame them for it either. Thank you for reading this. So that is the draft apology that Darren made because Blossom told him to make it and send me the draft before you post it. Yeah, no, the power dynamic is so clear. Like she is just bullying. She is just bullying. Can you feed them? Thank you. Like point blank period. And so, of course, this isn't good enough for Blossom because she brings back her goddamn bullet points. She said change at the start, overall changes, genuinely. Change the first line to hello, my name is Darren, and this is my public apology to client A who wants to remain anonymous, who I wronged during a sponsorship collab. Tells him to capitalize all client A's. Change to client A tried to help me as my project lacked structure, such as creating a partner application form. Client A brought me partnership opportunities. Capitalize client A when mentioning in that sentence at the end. Change it to professional statement about leaving the sponsorship anonymously. Change is angry at me to revoke the sponsorship and remove the line. I understand if client A doesn't accept my apology, and I won't blame them for it either. Like, this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eight bullet points. 8 bullet points that she just gave him. Yes, just write it your damn self. Like, so genuinely. You told him the things to include your chain. Like, just write it your damn self. I'm rolling a cigarette right now. This is so fun. I'm telling you, we had so many opportunities to not be in this, but this is where we're at right now. And I will say, this is funny because, he says, this confused me because isn't client A automatically anonymous? To like her first part saying client A who wants to remain anonymous. He's like, doesn't the client A part mean anonymous? I thought that was a little funny. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. And the part where she tells me to remove the last line at the end really confused me because she didn't accept my first apology before, even though she accepted it and said that I meant everything that I said. I wanted to ask her questions about this, but she said this instead. And so he goes to ask, right? He goes to ask the, whatchamacallit. He says, "Hi, Blossom. Sorry I was outside because he was late to, like, reply a little bit. I went to look at Quiet. I was like, what did Crouch do?" And then he says, "I have a few questions about this if you don't mind." Like, wanting to ask questions about the last part of the, like, you know, I don't understand, like, that, why do I have to take that out? So he says, right, "I have a few questions about this if you don't mind." You wanna know what her response is? She says, "I actually do mind. I used to have the patience to explain everything to you, but I no longer wish to talk to you after your disrespectful actions. What could you possibly be asking me, knowing I want to make this public? Think before you speak." When I tell you this bitch is fucking it, do y'all understand why I said, yeah, I forgot to even mention, because of Vex message, she does have the fucking feet profile frame on Discord, so it's her icon with fucking feet at the bottom. Oh my gosh. But I can't believe her. Like, when I tell y'all, do y'all understand why I said this bitch is crazy? Like, the amount of times that I said this bitch is crazy? Because this is just actually insane. Yeah, she really actually'd him. Like, are you... Anyways, right? Because of course. Yes, like, it gets worse. It gets worse. Here's me pressing the "it gets worse" button every time because it gets worse. It does. You can, and I know you're wondering. Now, my silly little jester my silly little bat jester on the internet. What could you possibly mean? It gets worse. It does. We get a little background, right? A little background, because it says, "This last sentence made completely no sense to me because if you don't wish to talk to me anymore, why didn't you drop the conversation with me when you found out that I am 16? It's really irresponsible that she would even say this to me and still agree to work with me and didn't set clear boundaries from the start or not work with me at all." So even he acknowledges, why are you working with a 16-year-old? If so we get a little bit of, like, this is going back. This is a throwback. Back to before everything happened, whenever they were first in discussion for the collab, where she's saying, Oh, we can think about a collab. Keep in mind that my streams are usually 18 plus, but I can host a PG or viewer discretion advised kind of stream / 16 plus for this collab, and I'll show you my magical girl VTuber model. And he says, oh, okay, I see, I don't mind as long as there isn't anything wrong in your streams. I completely don't mind that. And do you know any other VTubers? And she says, I understand. Personally, I don't have a problem with minors. I work with lots of kids, but I'd rather protect them from interacting with my chat. So my Discord and my social media page are for all ages, as I offer a lot of advice and guides for all content creators. So, you know, just going a little throwback, just to make it clear, she's aware his age and like has known from the start. And that just Tria, hi. I don't know what the fuck she does where she works with a lot of kids. I'll be honest, she gives me like assistant principal vibes that clearly fucking hates her jobs and like bullies children. Like that's the vibe that she gives me. So like she is the person that she gives me the vibe of the teacher that gets arrested for like actually hitting an autistic child because, you know, oh, she couldn't control them, so she had to fucking beat them. Like that's what, see, Sid gets it. She's giving high school bullying like nurse. Yes, exactly. She is giving like bully, like a teacher that bullies children. But that was just going a little throwback, if we will, because we're gonna go back to, you know, where we're at type of situation. Oh, because Darren also says, if we're going to stay on the topic, why didn't you drop the conversation when I insulted you? You agreed to work with me knowing of me being underage, and you didn't take a second to think that maybe I might be a little immature and unprofessional because I am literally a 16-year-old with a disability that makes me struggle with understanding social cues and other issues. I feel like I wasn't informed of any boundaries that justify the responses I've gotten. I know some things that might seem obvious for some people, but that doesn't make them clear for someone like me who has trouble understanding things. Blossom had also been informed of this multiple times. Anyways, I didn't ask the questions because she was being really rude, and I didn't want to engage with it, so I apologize to her if I sounded rude. So, going back to where we're at, reminds me of a third grade teacher that bullied me to the point where my mom and grandmother were about to beat the fuck. Yes! Oh, yeah, Blossom limited comments on, like, all of her posts. So, going back to where we are, because after she says, I actually do mind, Darren says, I apologize if it sounds rude. I was asking because I do have trouble understanding some things, and it's helpful for me to ask questions in order to understand some things. I'm not asking in any means to be disrespectful, but to genuinely understand you and to improve. Sometimes I have a hard time understanding things since I am still young. I do know this isn't an excuse, but I ask you keep that in mind when I ask questions, as they are not done with bad intent, but rather as a way to try to understand everything clearly. To which she responds, sure, but the thing you need to understand is that I don't want to talk to you and explain the rationale anymore. You'll have to ask someone else. And then she responds again saying, have you moved forward with any clients from my post and already paid them? What are those college nursing majors that are the most obnoxious? But yes, why is she still talking? Oh my wonderful tricksters. It gets worse. We are not at the lowest pit of hell yet. It gets worse. Because whenever she asks about okay, thank you. Whenever she's asked like about the other clients, he responds saying, I will be moving forward with one of them. I haven't paid them yet due to personal circumstances, but they will be paid soon. And she goes, as long as you inform them before you pay them, they can still move ahead with you. And he just says exactly, she says, if you have a question that isn't about clarifying why I asked for change, you can ask it. If it's to explain something I wrote, I won't be answering. And he just says, all right. And now, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to get to the bottom, the lowest pit of hell? Are you ready to get to the lowest pit of hell? This is the very bottom. We get into her asking, is there an ETA of when you will post it? I thought I outlined it, but I was supposed to say the post has to be a text post or a text post with a screenshot of the rest of the letter, as documents can be edited in the future. To which he responds, no, not yet. She goes, no estimate at all? Like another day or two? I told you, if you don't post, I will be. To which he says, Blossom, I'd like to remind you that I am still dealing with the loss of a family member and my mental state has been deteriorating because of it, so I haven't been able to work on it properly. I apologize for the delay. To which she responds here. She responds here saying, we're at the lowest pit. We're at the lowest pit with this response. She says, your mistakes don't wait for you. The apology has been 98% written. All you have to do is add those changes and post it. I do not want to drag this out longer. You have 48 hours to post it. 2 days from now, or I will, Sunday, June 28th at 11:10 p.m. By the way, if the changes are not similar or the same as expected, I will be correcting or posting publicly as well. Yup. She threatens, says, you have 2 days to post this, or I will. I don't care that you are dealing with a death in your family. Your mistakes don't wait for you. The apology's already been written. I don't want to drag this out any longer, so post it or I will. I told y'all as we were going through this, it gets worse, it gets worse, it gets worse, and this is the worst of it. This is the worst of it. This is just straight blackmail. This is the worst. This is the worst. This is the worst. This right here, I think, is the worst of it. Just blatant extortion, blackmail of this 16-year-old to tell him, I don't care about your death in the family. You have 2 days to post this or I'm going public. And so he does say, Blossom basically threatened me in the last sentence, saying I had to fix the post or she would post it. This really alarmed me and worried me so much that I didn't even sleep. Also, an ad break is starting, so we're going to pause right there. There is more after this. This is the worst of it. But there is just a little bit more that we will be covering, but I want to pause right here because the ads are about to start. So we're gonna lock in for words on stream. We're gonna lock in for words on stream real quick, and then we're gonna get right back to this. All right, because I think the ad break is about to start. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue this. Words, joyous. Oh, if you're gonna be in ads, I can't tell you what happened. Somebody could probably type a synopsis though. I was supposed to work on your model, but I forgot because I'm so bad. That's okay. Oh my gosh. Check pin the post, or check the pinned post in the chat. It tells you all the information you would need to know. But man, oh man. What's the next monster I should fight with a different weapon? Ooh. Go after a, I'm trying to think of the monsters that are in Wilds. Fight a Yankutku with a hammer. That you so bad, can't even type the words. Dog, when I like this bitch is fucking insane. This bitch is just insane. Like that is the only word that I can use because this is fucking crazy. Like, what are you doing threatening this kid? Like, yes, the kid made mistakes. He's a fucking kid though. Even with like, you know, I do feel like people are like infantilizing him a little bit being like a 16-year-old with autism, but like even with the mistakes that he made, there's no reason for the reaction that she has. Like it's so insane. Me too early, but the behavior reminds me of that person so bad. Oh yeah. No, this. Oh, nice job, nice job. 3-star level. Okay, I see y'all. I see y'all. There we go. Can you tell me the shorter what she? I'll do a recap at the end because we're about to reach the end of the document. There's like a little bit we have to cover, and then I'll surmise everything that happened. So we hope this woman doesn't have a kid. Yeah, no. Kid posting this that it can't be used for court. There's genuinely nothing to go to court for though. Like these are such low numbers to like even go to court or anything like that. So I don't know. I doubt that would happen, to be honest. Yeah, listen, it's up there. It's up there. You can't even be mad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm shocked. I guess because like you can be like anal about something, like it's not just, you know, anal as in like fucking, like that term at least has another definition that is like pretty commonly used too. I feel like it's like a hit or miss or whether or not anal would be up there because there are some like combination of words where anal was not up there and somewhere it was. So interesting. Oh, legally obligated to complete a contracting sign. Yeah, that too is like perfect level. Oh my god, way to go, guys, way to go. Hell yeah, y'all are so good. Okay, word's done. Now I did say there's still a little bit more. We are reaching the end. There's not too much more. It does not get worse. It's actually, I will say this end part is a little funny because this end part is like, honestly, her realizing how fucked she is. So, after this was made, right, she sends a message. She says, "Hi, Darren. I'm sorry for speaking quite bluntly with you recently. While it's true I have been frustrated with you and didn't want to explain anything to you and give you my time anymore, I realize it may feel humiliating for you to publicly post an apology. This was suggested out of frustration because you wronged me and I wanted to make everyone you contacted because of my post aware of how unprofessional you can be. But it might affect your branding in the future. As you saw from my previous message, I think you have a great idea and commitment to your fan project. It's just a shame we had so many problems. I was wondering if instead of you posting your apology, may I please post making a warning about the project because you have contacted so many people. I will have to name drop the project and mention it was unprofessional and that you are a minor, but I won't go into specifics of you name calling me and asking me for favors. I still would like you to tell the people who you contacted through my post that are thinking of going through with the deal, linking them to my post. What do you think?" And she says, "Take your time. You can read the statement before I post it and ask questions as to why certain wording is used. But if you lash out at me, obviously I won't be answering further." Whew. Yep. That is how she ends this off. And he says also the nerve to tell me not to lash out when you literally threatened me and made me feel like a horrible person is so completely, and it just cuts off here. And then it goes to the conclusion where, he talks about, oh, it's a little cut off here, but he does a synopsis, and the conclusion is where he does say that like he admits that he almost committed because of this entire situation. That he felt so ashamed and disappointed in himself, and that the words that Blossom had told him made me believe I was in the wrong. And with the addition to like my family member passing away, I tried to commit, but didn't, because I thought about my friends and how I didn't want to lose them. And he says like at the end here, I know y'all can't see it, but he says at the end here, Blossom here is actively manipulating me and verbally abusing me and also blackmailing me. If you're reading this, Blossom, just leave me alone. You hurt me greatly, and it's unforgivable what you did. Blackmailing an autistic teenager just because he made a few mistakes and a miscommunication happened, and it's unacceptable and disgusting behavior. I hope you never hurt anyone like this again. And that is the situation for the Precure fan drama, or fan project drama, between Blossom and Darren. And now I will say, Blossom did put out her side of the story. Because she says, she made the post saying, my response and my experience with the fan project. And I'll be honest, I didn't read her document, because to be fair, I don't really care for her side of the story. Like, even if the screenshots are out of order, like what you did is just fucking insane. This is beyond like just I hate kids standpoint. Like, this is fucking nuts. She does say, I'm not going to fully read hers, but I'm going to kind of skim it, because at the start she does say that she was informed that his account had been suspended and wanted to formally state that me or my community had nothing to do with this, which you can't confidently say that your community had nothing to do with this. You do not know. Those who are stating I sent people to mass report, am I wrong? I know the masters won't believe me if I've done this. Why wouldn't I be capable of more? Which I don't even know what you're trying to like say here, but somebody posted like the document, and obviously she's gotten death threats, which she should not get death threats. Nobody should get death. On the record, nobody should get death threats. But her side of this is talking about the spam messages, where he's saying he sent 5 messages. Like, that's all it is. And he emailed back and forth. Like, she just talks about the spam messages. And she's saying here that, like, because he feels saddened that you didn't tell him that they were, like, 18 plus. She's saying that, like, that's him blaming her. Spam messages, and they're literally hours apart. People don't understand they've changed the definition of spam messages. There's that, and then like the gift I think was like some letter. Which I think she's just rehashing everything in this. Oh, I think this is just like a transcript. Oh, and she says her like reply. So like from like, the management part, if you will, her reply of, whatever it is to that. I don't see anything like, I don't see anything just like, there's nothing this is giving that, like, there's just nothing. There's nothing. Yeah, she's already lost 1,000 followers thus far. I don't know how she really, like, especially for her to build her brand on being so nice and generous and kind, benevolent, a benevolent savant, if you will, for you to do this, like, you're just fucked. You're like, there's no, you are not this person. You are not this person. And like, that was obviously a very fake facade that That's chai tea. That is very fake and not really who you are, because I feel like this is who you are. And this, like, her whole thing on, like, him trying to be professional, this, that, and the other. It's... Is he black? Oh my god, the kid is black. We right at dawn. Oh, he's black and he just loves his little precure lady. Oh my god. You have diarrhea forever. I'm really trying to see. I want to see what her reply is to the blackmail. That's what I'm trying to get to here. Because to be honest, I don't care about anything else. I want to see what she says about her literally blackmailing this kid. Okay, she says, I'm sorry for not giving you more time after the death of the family. At the time, you did not mention it was fresh. But that literally doesn't fucking matter. I made it clear that the how to apologize was a genuine strategy. I knew people... You pitched it to the... She says, you reached out to 10 plus people for my promotional post after I'd already rescinded the sponsorship. When we were leaving on good terms, I left the post up. But they have a right to know. Oh, so that's the heaps of mutual. He apparently reached out to multiple people because she put up a promotion post. That still doesn't fucking matter. How does she justify... Okay, oh, she said it was wrong. It was wrong for me to say this, and she's sorry that she got the follower count wrong. God, I thought public apology was the best way to inform people. Does she even address? Did she even address the... No. She genuinely does not even talk about the blackmailing extortion. I'm sorry I lost my patience and did become cruel and insensitive in our communication. I really did not want you to move forward with people under my post. I was desperate to put out a public statement and end our relationship. I'm sorry for threatening you while you were dealing with the family loss and not giving you the time. I don't even like this because I feel like she's only sorry for threatening while dealing with the family loss. I don't feel like she's actually sorry for threatening him. I'm sorry for threatening you while you were dealing with this. However, I still believe people need to know that you struggle in a professional environment and they should be warned before working. I don't know. There's just something about, I don't know, maybe working with a fucking minor that it might not be the most professional thing. I feel like that's fucking common sense at this point. Okay, I think this is the really important part of, or I wouldn't say really important part. I would just say this is the only worthwhile, like, mentioning part, which is her response to the conclusion, because he kind of synopses what happens and she's replying to that. So her response to the document is basically saying, I was wrong for the inappropriate actions that happened after you said I was disgusting and despicable. I was wrong for pressuring you to reply urgently. I was wrong for using my numbers in a way that felt threatening. I was wrong for not being the adult. I should have asked you to privately tell the people you already told that we were not going forward. I should not have asked you to write a public apology. However, you cannot say I'm sorry, but there's genuinely. However, I do want to clarify that I did care about your misunderstandings and that I did try to accommodate you while you were while we were friendly, as per our text, I explained things carefully, to which you thank me for many times. I am sorry that I did not want to explain why I asked you for modifications to the apology draft. I was not comfortable with continuing the discussion with you and wanted to step back from the situation. I'm sorry for pressuring you into exposing what happened. The post I was going to write was a literal official reiteration of the post, but mentioning the actual name of the project. And then for the manipulating, verbally abusing, and blackmailing, she says, these are not appropriate ways to describe the situation. I recognize that I did threaten to publicly disclose the details of the relationship, and I acknowledge that it was not an appropriate way to end the collaboration. I am sorry that my behavior affected you, and this situation escalated to where it is today. I still believe it's important for people to have context about why the working relationship was not able to continue. I profusely apologize for my behavior that my community had to see it. I profusely apologize for my behavior and that my community had to see it. There is no excuse for using my power over a child. Oh my God. Not only saying that you were not manipulating, verbally abusing, and blackmailing, and at some stage predatory, she says that's not an appropriate way to describe the exact situation that happens, and then apologizes that her community had to see this. They say, please read everything and know that before we parted ways, I was protective of Darren and did not want him to be led awry. I became the problem for him and caused harm in the process, and it was wrong of me. Oh my God. You recognize the knowledge that you use manipulative tactics and also almost extortion levels of behavior, but we shouldn't call it that. We shouldn't call it that. Jesus fucking Christ. This bitch is insane. Oh, and then, so her official apology at the end. Her official apology. Thank you for the follow. She says, to Darren and readers, I am sorry for going on a power trip and using the size of my following to threaten you into publicly announcing why our sponsorship collaboration ended. I had legitimate concerns about the collaboration and allowed frustration to influence my judgment. I did not conduct the professionalism that I tried to instill upon you. I am sorry for pressuring Darren and threatening to make the dispute public. I apologize for threatening action by comparing follower accounts and asking him to make a public apology under pressure. I regret losing composure and losing compassion. This document is not intended to minimize or excuse this behavior. I accept what I did will stay with me forever. For the friendly part of our relationship, I tried to be your temporary mentor, guide in a positive spirit. I genuinely wanted you to thrive and said multiple times how your passion inspired me to help out with the project. I am saddened that I had to rescind my sponsorship, but I am more upset about how I acted out of desperation to inform the people who wanted this opportunity. At the same time, there are several claims in Darren's document that are completely inaccurate and do not fully represent what happened. I ask for you to not attack Darren and please read the correct context that influenced the decisions made, even the wrong ones I made. I ask for those who are considering to work with Darren in the future to be understanding of his disability, age, and manner. I hope we can both learn from this experience. Oh. This is just so bad. Like, this is just so fucking bad. And I genuinely believe she is she's only upset that she got caught, so like her community knows, and that this impacts her reputation and brand of being a benevolent savant, so kind and generous and helping out others all the time and being so holy when she is a fucking bitch. And oh my God. So yeah, that is, so like even on her post, we're up to, actually let me refresh this. Yeah, we're at over 700,000 views on this, and the most like reply before she disabled the replies on not only this post but all of her posts, is this person saying, I always had a sneaking suspicion that you'd be a rancid person. It's really weird that you pivoted from being this benevolent savant to blackmailing a minor. You were never a savant to begin with, just a half-rate VTuber with a complex or two, just sad. And other people saying how disappointing this is. Yeah, like, he was unprofessional at times, but he's 16. It's his first project, and you demanding a public apology is crazy. Then sending him a few changes, like, it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate desk roast. No, valid though. Completely valid. Completely valid. It's, oh my god. I feel like she wanted to use this kid as a temporary. Yes, to up the benevolence that she had, but she didn't. She's not an actual benevolent person and got tired of dealing with him and just wanted to get this out of here, but then got butthurt when her benevolence was called into question and went on a fucking power trip for it. Like, that's, oh my god. Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. So, obviously, she's getting roasted to oblivion and back. She's already lost over 1,000, or almost 1,000 followers from this. I believe it'll only go downhill more if more people, like, see this and whatnot. But god damn. I hope she loses. And, like, I'll be honest, it seems like the only big platform she has is, hold on. Let me hide this just in case she has anything crazy on here. Oh, not that. That's me. I don't want to hide me. Let me hide this real quick. Cause I'm just curious as to if she's, like, big elsewhere, if you will. Not on YouTube, not on TikTok, not on Blue Sky, not on Instagram, not on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter is her, like, biggest platform by far. She's like, not to be mean, but she's like an average size VTuber. I'd say average size. I think she has like 7K on Twitch. She's like not Twitch partner or anything like that. But her other accounts have like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers. So she's very loud and proud of her Twitch, and I think that's why she flexes the Twitch so much. Or not Twitch, I'm sorry, her Twitter. She's very loud and proud about her, 18K on Twitter, and I think is why she, like, flexed that specifically. But man, oh my god. Yeah, 7K on Twitter. Listen, I'll say she brought numbers into this first. So now I'm checking her. Okay, she averaged 37. She's averaging 30 to 40s for her streams. I can only imagine the, like, drop in fucking followers in this. Yeah, because her followers per hour is going down. But no, it genuinely is just that's why I say you have to be careful of the overly nice ones. I feel like these I'm so cute, I'm a cute quirky little VTuber bitches are fucking demons. Are genuinely fucking demons. Like, you power tripped on a 16-year-old. Your ops are 16. Lion Witch and Cause Cassidy, Audacity, all, like, oh my god. I think it was Sheep saying that, like, I'm now that I'm sitting and thinking of it, I'm fully agreeing, and even going after her like reply saying, oh, I wanted to be this mentor. I do believe she only took this on so it could boost her brand of, I was so nice and generous to the, I'll do it, I'll bring race into this. I was so nice and generous to this black 16-year-old autistic boy and helped him out with this cute little fan project. Y'all should show me more attention and love because I was so generous and kind to him. I tutored him, I mentored him, if you will, and it got too much. Like, it got too annoying for her. It was not easy for her. It was not easy for her to just be able to get the free dub, if you will, on air quotes mentoring him, because he is a 16-year-old autistic boy and he is not professional. He has his little quirks. He might be a little annoying, but I genuinely feel like that was her goal, and it got too annoying for her to have the easy dub, and she wanted to wipe her hands clean of it, but he ate her up. He ate her up when he called her cruel, despicable, and disgusting, when her brand is being like the exact opposite of that. Those are antonyms to her brand, and that made her go on that power trip. That is exactly what I feel like happened here. Wow. Can you believe there's 2 other dramas? I spent the past 2 hours covering this. There's 2 other dramas we have to cover. Now I will say the other 2 are not nearly as in-depth as this one. Yeah, you cannot force the image of a nice person when you're already an asshole. Oh my, and again, all of this over $100. This was $100 offer that was sent, and it was refunded after that. There were multiple opportunities for her to get out of this. And she chose this path, that she dug this grave. She dug her grave, and she is lying in it. Yes, this all started from Darren initially offering $250 for her to promote this, and she lowered it. She said, I want to work with the indie creators. You can just pay me $100 and I will do all of these things. And then the $100 very early on got refunded because he sent an apology about being unprofessional. And she said, I'm just going to refund you the $100 payment and rescind our partnership. And it should have just ended there. So genuinely. That's how we ended up to her threatening this kid to go to publicly humiliate himself with this apology, or else she would do it, and telling him, even though you're dealing with the death of a family, your mistakes don't wait on you. You have 48 hours to post it, or your 1.4K followers to my 18.8K followers. That's how we got here. Got to graduate rebrand as Buttercup VT. Oh my god. Beefing with the kid for over $100 that was sent there and back really fast. Just everything after this, so unnecessary. I'll be honest, I'm gonna just give y'all synopsises of the next 2 dramas, because like well, to palate cleanse first. I feel like we do need some type of palate cleanser. Actually, no, I'm still mad about this. We're just staying on this one. To surmise the other 2 before we just continue talking about this one, because I'm still mad about it. To surmise the other 2, one of them is some big VTuber named Mia Merrily. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but this big VTuber, they were like going to be guests at cons. Like they were huge. They cheated on their wife of like 22 years. And that's the whole drama. This person has deleted their entire existence off the internet. They had a response document, which was the one that I said that I had lost initially. Because they were giving like their side of the story, if you will. Yeah, I think it was like 20 odd years. They had been like high school sweethearts, and he cheated on her, and he cheated on his wife specifically by like sexting other women, because something happened in their relationship. Like the wife got like depression, and she was unemployed and depressed, like had mental breakdowns, and she didn't want to have sex anymore. Like she figured out she was asexual, so she didn't want to have sex anymore. And so the husband, Mia, was, going around, or he was like working and like providing support for the both of them. Like his side of the story is, I was having to do everything. She was only supposed to take a year off of work, but it turned into 6 years, and I couldn't leave her because she said she was gonna like off herself if I did. So I ended up sexting these other bitches, if you will. And that's genuinely the synopsis of this one. Like the Google Doc itself is like 5 pages. But it's just that he cheated on his wife, and it was like outed. And that's all this one is. And then the Marvel Rivals drama, I'll be honest, it's just the Zaza situation all over again where somebody was playing for the vibes, even though the pool was $300,000. Yeah, no, the dude, like, he should have just left. Genuinely, he should have just, like, he should have just gotten a divorce and left. That's literally all he had to do. And, like, if you're in the point of, like, in a relationship where somebody is threatening to off themselves, if you leave, the relationship is over. Just simply put, if one person, if like your wife is like threatening, if you leave me, I'm going to off myself, your relationship is already done. It's dead. And you send the bitch to therapy, but you need to leave. Like, simply put, it's not happening anymore. And so, yeah, that's the synopsis of this one. So the person, the like dude who cheated, like I said, he deleted everything. Like, he does not exist on like any like Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, fucking TikTok. Like, deleted his whole account. He's just fully graduated. He said that like I'm done, never coming back type of situation. He might come back, who knows? But that's the synopsis of the cheating situation. And then, like I said, the Marvel Rival one, it was just the Zaza situation all over again, where some dude, it's the Zaza situation reversed. So it was the guy who's playing for the vibes this time, and the girl telling him that, like, you know, this is a $300,000 fucking tournament. Let's lock in. And he's like, no, I want to play the champions that I want to play the heroes that I think are fun, or the whatever they're called, the characters. I want to play characters I think are fun, rather than playing that for something that would help the team. So yeah, that's all the drama. That's all the drama today, I'll be honest. But like, god damn, this bitch is fucking crazy. Yeah, the Squirrel Girl thing. Yeah, he wanted to play Squirrel Girl, and they were like, you need to play this other champion. And she's like, I like playing Squirrel Girl. And they lost the tournament. The doc is still going. Yeah, no, she's just fucking insane. She's just fucking insane. Oh, okay, wait, because I do have to, there apparently somebody made a song of this drama, and I was supposed to listen to that like live. Oh, that's the wrong channel. Is it, where was it? It wasn't co-working that we were. Hold on. I have to scroll up and find it because I think I had accidentally closed out of it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I was told there's a song. And sorry, my shit is like super zoomed in, but I doubt. Oh no, we do have to actually. Okay, hold on. Let me zoom out of this a little bit. Thank you for the new pin. Thank you. I need to take the cropping off. Remove Twitter sides. There we go. Let me pause my music and unpause or unmute my browser so y'all can hear this. But yes, this is the Marvel Rivals Creator Cup drama, Amari versus Warren. Oh, Aramori, sorry, versus Warren. So we're listening to this together, and I think this will surmise everything that's happened in the drama. So, drama coverage in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Let's go.
If you had an opportunity to play for 300,000, but your good vibes were on the line,
oh,
what would you do? Got invited to play, so I took a spot. 5 minutes and they say, hey squirrel, can you swap? Took me off the queen, put me on the clanker. No squirrels allowed, my team just shanked her. Yeah, sure, he gives shields and damage, but I can't play him, I'm at a disadvantage. The man's a snooze fest, the man is boring. Why I gotta listen to this Aramori? This might be diabolical, it might be selfish, but when I signed up, I had just one wish. I'm playing this out for now, but it's
AI generated. God damn it. Oh, I'm so upset. This is okay, we're going to listen to this because it is a synopsis of this, and we're already 39 seconds in, but I will no longer be jamming to this, and I do want to get the synopsis.
After this, I'm switching to my squirrel. Hilarious. I'ma say it straight. Is she fine or wanted?
I'm so upset.
Squirrel girl, Ultron's boring. 300K is on the line.
This is so fucked up.
I'm not switching up, say your prayers.
Well, honestly, we got the synopsis there. If there was a $300,000 tournament, he did not switch from Squirrel Girl, even though the team told him, like, they told him to switch to Ultron. He played Ultron for a little bit. He was like, this is boring. I want to play Squirrel Girl. And that is it. Yes, Doki Bird was also involved in this somewhere, somehow. Hold on. I have to dislike this video. I have to downvote this. I'm also reporting this. Report for spam or misleading. AI generated with no content label. There we go. I'm so sad. This would have been so good if it wasn't AI generated. Fuck! God, I hate AI so fucking bad. But I reported the video, so. Simply put there. But yeah, so that was the Marvel Rivals drama. And again, it just happened. Like, that's already happened before, because it was the Zaza situation that happened however long ago with Kingsman, except it's now the man who was playing for the vibes instead of the woman playing for the vibes. And it's really showing some people's misogyny, because people are getting mad at the woman who was calling this guy out. They're getting mad at Aramori for her, like, what she's saying to Warren, even though it is the exact same situation. So yeah, that is Lots of laughing at her from her VTuber grave at us right now. Yeah, bitch in her fucking VTuber grave though. So who's really laughing? But yeah, no, that's all of the drama that we have today. Let me switch back scenes. Oh, hold on. I need to make sure this is okay. There we go. Oh man, oh man. I can't believe this shit. That bitch was fucking insane. Oh, Gambit time. Bet those channel points. So yeah, we'll see how long Blossom. I don't know if she'll like actually lock down her account. I will be honest. This is a little bit unfortunate, but I do feel like she's going to be able to get away with this to some extent. And I say that because one, the fact that she hasn't locked down her account already, especially with his account being mass reported, I feel like the fact that she hasn't locked down her account and that this happened yesterday, I think she's just going to literally wait some time and then just go back to posting and treating, like, put out maybe one more, like, type of apology, if you will, and then just go back to posting, and it'll all, like, kind of blow under the rug, because unfortunately a lot of people have a short attention span and whatnot. And once the next docu comes out, the next bit of drama happens, and people have changed or moved their attention over to that, I think she's going to go back to what she's doing. Either that, or she's just going to go into, like, a right-wing grift, because that's just available to her, if you will. What was it? Yeah, I think she's getting away with it, unfortunately. Has attention spans equal to, yeah, that of a Teddy Grimm is correct. She definitely still thinks she's in the right, but whoever she told must have had her, yeah, I think they lit her the fuck up in DMs for her to, like, try to backtrack like she did at the end. But even her backtracking at the end was not that good. Like, it was like low-key, yeah, sorry that, like, I kind of blackmail you a little bit, but, like, I still want to post a warning about you. And I think it's just because she has her strong feelings on the, like, perception that she has to her community, or, like, the perception, yeah, that of her to her community. That's why she says, I'm sorry my community had to see this. She's basically saying, I'm sorry y'all had to see me not being the benevolent savant that I normally am. I'm sorry that y'all saw me at a moment of weakness when I wasn't my kind, generous, you know, always available and always loving person. And that I'm so sorry that, you know, I couldn't mentor this little black autistic boy to be able to boost my image even more. It's really what I get. Donomori saying, wait, is the Warren doing the same? Yes, exactly, Scribble, exactly. Sorry to blackmail you, but you still hurt my feelings, and I have more followers than you. Yes! No, yeah, if somebody describes themselves as that, I don't know if she necessarily described herself as that. I know, like, somebody else in her, like, replies had described herself as that, but I think that's the vibe that she was, like, so interested and, like, so adamant about giving. And, like, I'm telling y'all, those, not all of them, but you have to just be careful of people that are, like, overly nice. Like, I just, it's just so icky. It's so icky, and it's like, this isn't the first time it happened where like somebody who tries to put on this perception of being like, oh, I'm holier than thou, I'm so kind, I'm so nice, I'm so this, that, and the other, is actually a fucking dickbag. Like, it's not the first time, and unfortunately won't be the last. Sorry you caught me kicking Puppy's ass about it. Yes, genuinely. Oh my god, I'm telling you, I feel a type of way. I feel a type of way. Oh, I have to coin flip. Damn, 34k to 26k? Hold on, coin flip. Tails! It's Tails! Tails gets 61.3. Oh my god, I forget that y'all can do that now. Well, I'm dead. Congratulations to those who bet Tails. Let's go. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, that is, I'm just on standby for the gambit at this point. You know, I really appreciate that. Me not having to like do that myself is kind of really fucking nice. I gotta be honest. Thanks for stopping by, Luna. Have a good night. Have a good night. Got my money back from Kill Jester. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead first and foremost. I'll be honest, I think that kind of like does it for today. Today it really just ended up being a drama coverage day, because that bitch was fucking insane. Like, I had to spend the entire time talking about how crazy that bitch was, because what the fuck do you mean you're blackmailing this child? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And I think it's good that I don't get it. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I really do hope that like she does not have the like, I hope she loses her community for this. I hope she does have to either rebrand or rebuild from this, because that's just awful. It's just disgusting. It is just disgusting. But I finally digressing from that drama, I do have a couple of things that I have to like talk to y'all about just a little bit. Okay, so like, oh wait, I paused. I paused for the okay, so like, thanks for the free raised blood pressure. Yes, good night. Thank you for stopping by. I need this after the drama. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh. There you go. There you go. It's there. Immediately. I've got you. It is added. That is added. I'm listening to her VOD. Sound like she would curl up and cry if someone cussed her out. Wait, what? Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Blossom's VOD? Does she talk about this? Oh, you're just listening to one of her Twitch VODs. Oh, okay. Oh, got you. I was like, there's no way. That's crazy that she sounds like that, but then acts the way that she does. Very, very interesting, if you will. Very interesting. Oh my god, Prism! Hi! How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm so excited for Offkai. I'm so excited to see you at Offkai. Oh, the things that I have to tell y'all. Speaking of Offkai and the things that I have to tell y'all, I am going to, so I've made like a little bit of a graphic, if you will, for, actually, can I post this? Where did I save this? Did I save this somewhere? I know I sent this as an image in here, I believe, but I had made like kind of a little post showing what my month is gonna look like. No, it's not that one. Because July is going to be a very like different. Oh, I found it. Hold on, open in browser. I can pull this up. Watch on Linux. Twitch doesn't count the view. Oh damn. Oh, that sucks. Where is? Here we go. I made just like this little like image. I was trying to plot out what my month is going to look like. And so let me make that a little smaller. July is going to be a little bit the plot. Yeah, no, I needed it. July is going to be a little bit like different whenever it comes to. I'm not going to be on like my normal stream schedule because I have like this. First of all, like this week we have 4th of July weekend. Nothing like too crazy going on, but like it is 4th of July. Next week, that weekend is DreamCon. And so I'm not going to be streaming on Thursday next week. The following week, I should be on my normal schedule. And then it's the last 2 weeks of July that get fucked up because of off-kai. Because I'm going to be gone from the 22nd and then coming back the 28th. And so here, I am going to take out your knees at off-kai. Or not at off-kai, at DreamCon. And so I will only be able to stream once that week of the 20th, and then I won't be back until the middle of the following week. And so there's going to be a big break there. I'm considering maybe adding Tuesday streams, like especially for right before off-kai, but I probably not, because Wednesday's the day I fly out, so Tuesday I'm just going to be like worried about packing and whatnot. I don't want to do all of that. So I might just cancel streams this entire week, to be completely honest. Until my last stream before off-kai might be the 16th, and then going back down, or coming back on the 29th. Oh, we can remove the pin. We're done talking about, I don't need to delete it. I'm pinning this message. There we go. And so I'm thinking whenever I might clean this up a little bit, but for now, my streams, it's probably gonna be like 2 streams a week, 2 to 3 a week, rather than like the confirmed 3. And then I'm just not going to stream like that entire like second to last week of July, and then come back at the end of off-kai and be able to just yap about off-kai and the entire experience on the 29th. I'm gonna try to take, like, this sounds a little stupid, but I'm gonna try to take notes at off-kai so I remember things to yap with y'all about whenever I come back, because I realized that happened with Ferality. So much happened, and I had such a great time, but I forgot, like, everything, and I couldn't really relay it back to y'all. And so I'm going to be better, probably about DreamCon and off-kai, to, like, try to take some notes so I don't forget things that I can come back and like tell y'all after that entire week. But oh, I'm so excited. I have to see you with the shark. I'm getting my shark merch. I am getting my shark-sided merch 100% for sure. Yes. Con debrief streams are literally what's going to be. I'm going to assume I can just con debrief entirely this Wednesday, but if it does bleed into the Thursday, that's what the last week of July is. But yes, so this is a kind of like a view of what my July schedule might look like. Like always, I do post my schedules every week in the Discord. So I will let y'all know that, like, that Sunday. I normally try to post them either Sunday or Monday. But I will let y'all know every Sunday or Monday what my stream schedule is going to be for the week, and we'll see if I do any type of streaming before off-kai or anything like that. And also, don't forget to buy the Jester merch as well. That is true. It is available until the end of July, so July 31st is the last day to be able to get that before it is gone forever. And then my next merch drop is probably going to be in October. I will be honest, I am looking at trying to do some more permanent merch instead of, like, because I've had like for the Gesture debut I had limited merch, and then for my partner celebration I had limited merch. So I'm going to shoot for October, it not being a limited merch thing, but like me just having in stock Gesture merch available for like anybody at any point in time. But I believe that covers everything that I felt like I really needed to cover for y'all. I think I got it all out the way. Yes, permanent merch. Yes. So I think I can take y'all out of here for now. Like my stream schedule, for those who don't know, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. CDT technically. No worries if you came to the stream late, that's what VODs are for, and I stream consistently, except for in July, because it's going to be a little wonky there. But then after July, when we get into August, I'm going to be back into my regular stream schedule. We're going to be doing collabs in August. I'm going to try to shoot for 1 collab every week, because I miss playing games with my friends, and that's whenever I'm grabbing Shark-Sided, and I'm also going to grab Star Prism, and plenty of other folks too. So, collabs and consistent streams coming back in August. VR chat monthly meetups also happening in August. When we get into August. So, plenty of fun things happening. Welcome to VR chat. Yes, we are. I'm shooting for the first Saturday of every month to have a VR chat meetup. Make sure you are in the VRC group, because that's where the meetups are going to be like hosted and whatnot. So make sure you join those. But I believe that's everything. I think that's it all. If I'm forgetting anything, you know, I'm a forgetful bat. I forget things often, so I'll remember stuff and then I'll either post it in the Discord or we'll talk about it on Wednesday, because I will see y'all again on Wednesday, 7 p.m. like usual for some gaming. Wednesday, we are playing the demo for Wani Goes to Hell. So as y'all know, the Fang Gang, it's myself. Woo! Thank you! Thank you for buying merch! Thank you so much! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! As you'll know, the Fang Gang, consisting of myself, Taigi Wagi, Just a Wani, and a Big Tuna. Wani is a game developer. He has made, this is his second game now, and the demo for it has dropped, I think, like 2 days ago. And so we're going to be playing that on Wednesday. I'm super excited for that. There's going to be an exclamation point demo, so y'all can also go and download and try it out too. But that'll be the Wednesday plan. And I love my friends, and I love the Fang Gang, and y'all should love the Fang Gang too, and join the Discord and be in all of our communities and have a great time. But I'm done yapping. I've given all the things that I need to give. I believe my dinner is done, and I can smell it, and it smells very good. So I gotta go eat. But here is the raid message for y'all. I am going to be raiding one of the members of the Fang Gang, Miss Taigi Wagi is live playing some Marvel Rivals like she always does. So we are going to go over to her. Make sure you copy that raid message. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. Not you adding the spreadsheets to it. Day, night, whatever time it is for you. And let's get this raid started. Oh, I tried to wave at y'all, but my wave stopped working. Oh, yep, I couldn't wave. I don't know. Well, anyways, bye-bye!